WIIFTBP.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Wasted on you. From the beginning, you see my world spinning, just a tasting guide. Wasted on you. Vision was blurry, the mood got me working, and my feelings got loose. Let's just forget I was just playing. Can we move on and have a good night? Let's just forget unless you're saying, then you might think about us time to time. Let's just forget you know why I'm waiting. Don't entertain it if it ain't right. But let's just say you feel the same, I wouldn't hesitate. Wasted on you. Hours and hours trying to figure out what power makes me feel like I do. Wasted on you. I keep on fighting, but the more I try to hide it, more that you can see through. Let's just forget I was just playing. Can we move on and have a good night? Let's just forget unless you're saying that you might think about us time to time. Let's just forget. Don't know where I'm waiting. Don't entertain it if it ain't right. Let's just say you feel the same, I wouldn't hesitate. Wasted on you. Wasted on
Broken screen, crash system. Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
If I gave you my love, I tell you what I do. I to treat me good, and I'll be good to you. Yeah, yeah, beautiful. When you get right down to it, yeah. You're beautiful. And I wouldn't change one thing about you, yeah. Oh, 'cause you're beautiful. And I don't mind telling the world about you, yeah. You're beautiful. And what about the way you love me? And the way you squeeze me. Simply beautiful. Yeah. You're beautiful. When you needed me, yeah, I was right there by your side. Simply beautiful, yeah. You're beautiful. I wouldn't change nothing about you. Yeah. 'Cause you're beautiful. Yeah. When you get right down to it. When you get right down to it. Yeah. When you get right down to it. Oh, you're beautiful. I don't mind the world knowing about you. You're beautiful. And I don't care what the magazines say. I don't care what the magazines say. You're beautiful. Simply beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're beautiful.
You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. Apply not to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I'd be frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide and make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time. I won't do it. I think it's 'cause the way you talk to me, know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off for me. When you get done, I gotta look something 'cause you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. Easy to you make it easy. Say, take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy.
Loving you has always been easy because it's true. Yeah, yeah. I would not believe if someone would have told me you would come along to reveal my soul. 'Cause I was done with love, my heart had grown cold. You had good energy, exactly what I needed. You walked in my life and placed the joy where was needed. I'm mirage what I feel for you. Put that on God, girl, I'm loving you. Said it's easy. It's easy to love. Easy to love. Said it's easy. It's easy to love. Easy to love. Oh yeah. Loving you has always been easy 'cause you're beautiful. Loving you has always been wonderful. More than you'll ever know. We got good chemistry. Go together like love says. Passion and care we show one another. Top stars. The feelings I have for you, I ain't felt in so long. What we share together, baby, the bond is so strong. It's no facade of what I feel for you. Put that on God, I got love for you. Yeah, said it's easy. It's easy to love. Easy to love. Said it's easy. It's easy to love. Easy to love. Said it's easy. It's easy to love. Easy to love. Said it's easy. So easy to love. Easy to love you. Loving you has always been easy 'cause you're beautiful. Loving you, yeah, it's what I search my life to do. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steel on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my sometimes co-host, Todd Stroger, here. It's like sometimes, man, Todd, this is when you mess it all up. What? 2 days in a row, on time, ready to rock and roll, and then you'll disappear for 3 days. Just like a black dude. Right? just like a black employee, man. Some days you be like, straight up. You know, everybody be, like, you know what, when I used to, there was a time when we had over 200 employees, right?
Right.
And during that time, one of the biggest challenges we had was because we used to work with, I don't know if it's okay to say, but part of my secondary mission was to teach basic job skills to at-risk youth. Mm-hmm. Man, and we was paying like $10 an hour when the minimum wage was like $7. So it was like, you know, we had people coming and going all day long, you know what I'm saying? But boy, I used to dread Monday after a Friday payday because you didn't know who was coming back, right?
Right.
Because mugs get their paycheck like it. Don't let it be like a fat check, like 240 hours, or like it would be like we had so many hours, people would be getting like 50, 60 hours, so they'd be going into overtime. So they'll get like a couple $1,000 check, and you know if you ain't used to getting a couple $1,000 check, man, mugs would be like that Friday. They'll come get the check. I mean, they be perfect. They be there 8 o'clock every day on time, no problem. Then you won't see them for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Then they come back like, hey, Joe.
Then they come back, right?
Like, hey, what's up? And you be like, dog, you can't not come in for 2 weeks and then be like, I spent the check. That's the whole point. So you stack, and you just made me think of that time.
No. There has definitely been a problem with job skills like that. Like, I think I told you before, I had a lawn business, and a guy literally quit in the middle of cutting the lawn. He was like, it's too hot, I'm going home. and he left.
I have had, that is, you know what, that is so funny. You know what, I feel like some days when I talk to people, I feel like I was like part of forced slavery or something. Right? Like my parents like forced me into slavery because it wasn't no quit. Like, yesterday it was funny. I was reading some comments, and Tennille was on the comment, and you was talking about Hans still in the bed at like 8:30.
Yeah.
And Tennille was like, he's still in the bed at 8:30, And I was like, oh God, I failed. Because I know my son was still in the bed at 8:32. But Lord have mercy. I don't care if we had sleeping in to us was 8:30.
Right.
Like, period, point blank. My old man would be like, hey, yo, what like on a Saturday morning, like he got up before the cartoons. And it'd be like, dang, you got us working before the cartoons even come on? Right? And then you be coming in when the crappy, because you know all the good cartoons come on from maybe, well, you probably don't even know about this because Leron didn't have cartoons the way we had cartoons. But the good cartoons would start coming on at like 7 o'clock.
Right.
And then it'd be from 7 to about 9. Then anything that came on after 9 was garbage, right? It was like it was like
wasn't
the
my
mixed,
kind of thing.
It was like the mixed animated, like the puffy,
Exactly.
stuffy. So like that ain't cartoons. I want Justice League.
You
And
mean
he
HR
would,
puff and stuff, but okay.
but he would always. Then we would, and it'd be like something like you got to pick up the sticks. Like, dog, these are trees. Sticks are gonna be here every day. Like, and even when I go to Tennille's house now,
You picked up this.
Nah, I'm not.
Oh.
But Tennille makes my son pick up the sticks, and it is so funny to me. Because he be like, when he goes to stay, so he loves going to stay with his grandma. He loves going to stay with his grandma. Maybe his aunt, not so much.
Not so much.
No, Aunt Tennille is like the best auntie after work is done. Right? Like my old man would like intersperse the work. So he would intersperse it. So it would be like, you got to work at like 8 to 10. Then he'd come back and then have a project at 2 o'clock. So you couldn't get no good play in on a Saturday. You'd be like, it almost would be like, I don't even know if I want Saturday to get here. And don't let him pull up. Like, don't let it be like, the worst time was like yard season. Like, the worst would be like this. He would this is when you knew you were doomed for like 2 weeks. Like the landscaping truck would pull up, you hear beep, 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 and it will pull up and it would dump a load of dirt right in front of our fence. Right? Which meant, and the pile was like they used to, so you order dirt by the yard. So he'd get yards of dirt, and that just meant we was stuck. Like that just meant like I'm about to be shoveling, I literally, my old man literally, I was 8 years old. The fence weighed more than me. And I couldn't even hold it up. He'd be like, hold the fence on the... I'd be like, dog is fuck. Like, I'd be all up under the fence. Oh. Todd, I used to have to take my dog out and watch him go to the bathroom. Like, in our own yard. I was like, that's why we got a fence. Why do I have to go out here? You have to... Did you ever have to do that?
No, our first dog, we tried to train it to go in the paper. I remember that. And the second dog didn't last long. I don't really remember. I think somebody stole it. It was a German Shepherd, and it was outside. And then one day it was gone. Hey, it's rough out there.
You know what we need to do? I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna probably wind up freestyling a little bit today. But I do think sometime later on the thing, what are the things that your parents made you do, like growing up, that maybe you probably it's so much I feel like I just failed my children on. Especially when they go to...
I think that should be tougher.
When I go to... when we go to Aunt Tennille's house, Reagan be like... She got a business. She got schoolwork. Reagan got the whole joy. I'd be like, oh, I failed. I have completely failed. But I want to talk about that because there are so many... I did yesterday. I got him, Madam President. I was like, I felt like I was slacking too. I was like, hey, yo, man, wash some of these dishes around here. Get up, go take some of this garbage out. Get around here, move around some. But I was just thinking we should talk about some of that a little bit later because, like, the changes in parenting.
Yeah, right.
Like, Doc, do you remember?
You expected your parents to give you things to do.
Well, man, you woke up. Well, first of all, we didn't dishwasher. Like, dude, I am the dishwasher. I was the personal servant.
Of course.
Like, I feel like I was an indentured. Like, give me some water. You ain't even thirsty. You got a full glass. I said, give me some water. Turn the channel. You said you wanted to watch
every kid was a remote.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Like, what are the things that your parents made you do that you either you felt like helped you, but you probably didn't. Yeah, I got to do some more work
You
with my
didn't see
son
that
on
at the time, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of things I appreciate now that
It's second nature to you.
yeah, it's like I would tell you, like, just even the ability to repair stuff. Like, just the ability to, you know, if a box comes and everything is I got a tool bag, right? Like, I can put anything together pretty much. Like, if there's instructions, I can pretty much do it. I could build a wall, even though I paid Tamiko. Well, I didn't pay Tamiko. Tamiko sponsored the wall, hence Okamet. But
Yes.
I feel like there was a moment where I contemplated putting up the walls myself. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't have been able to do that. But I do feel like, now this would have been a crooked ass wall. But it would have been a wall.
It would have been stable.
It would have been, you could have ran into it. And it wouldn't have knocked down. But I do feel like there's a lot, like, I feel like I could put up a fence. I could do basic electric work. You see, I mean, everything that has been upgraded, like I installed the lighting. I probably got to do a little bit better over that. But, you know, it's all that. So we're going to talk about some of the things, some of the tools, some of the skill sets, because I do feel like we don't work with our hands now. And I think that was always the fallback for black. I was thinking about I don't want to say the escape, but when you leave, like, I feel like the people who get out of their circumstance, I don't want to call it bootstrap. That's not it. But I do think they recognize that just doing the average won't get them from point A to point B. And so they add different sacrifices to it, right? Like, so I think, like, when you think about all the people you know that went from, let's say, not poverty, but went from, you know, subsistence to being able to get ahead, there was a point where they recognized that just a 9-to-5 wasn't going to get it. And if they were going to, even because, let's say it was all the oppression and everything else that was there, they recognized that to make that leap, they were going to have to do something above and beyond. Whether that meant that I'm going to take a second job, whether it means that I'm going to do something on the weekends that I can then squirrel away because I got to subsist. And I think those are the tools that some of us miss in our climb. And so it's weird. We're going to talk about it a little bit more, but first, let's do this. We want to welcome the WBGX 1570 AM audience. They joined us at 6:30 AM. So what's up to everybody on WBGX 1570 AM? Everybody, dang. Everybody watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, on Periscope, and if you are tuned in to us on the TuneIn app, we want to welcome you. Join us. Maze and Todd are in. DJ Reese the Ruler, who, in case y'all did, okay, let me back up. We just gonna claim Dr. Sonia Escobar.
Yes.
In case you did not hear yesterday, Dr. Sonia Escobar is returning to Oklahoma to pursue her PhD. Heartbreaking for me personally, because she has been with me since I started, right? And when we made this move, she was like, yo, but we never want to stop anyone from, I mean, I can't wait till we have to interview Dr. Sonia. Right? And so filling in, taking that space will be DJ Reese the Ruler at 5 o'clock in the morning, because, you know, LOLLAPALOOZA, you know, he a player from the Himalayas. So, you know, later on, like, I can't do no 5 a.m. every day. I see, when you get a family. It's a struggle. But I know. I know. That's why I didn't even put it on you, right? Because I feel like I could have probably just leaned on him a little bit and he would have did it. But later on, you know, he a player from the Himalayas. DJ got a family. So, you know, you need to sit down and go to sleep anyway. But what's wonderful is we have a team, right? Like, we got a great team here. We are building, reconstructing, and doing a lot of stuff. So even today, LOLLAPALOOZA is in the building filling in for DJ, who is getting the last taste of freedom because he is going to be locked down with the morning show. But I'm excited for everything that's happening, y'all. So let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll take so Ryan, I think what we'll do is we'll play. Why don't you first, let's play the Solo Beauty commercial, and then we come back. We're gonna talk about Solo Beauty. Give us a quick, maybe like Steve Stonehuff or something like that. Like give us a solo Steve Stonehuff. We won't have traffic and weather. You think you up to traffic, news, and weather? You think you can pull it together? Not this one, but we'll see if. All right, y'all, we're going to audition later on for traffic, news, weather, and the sports at 6 o'clock. So look, we'll play a commercial, a song, bring us back. We'll finish up the headlines plus the social media question of the day. It is the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be right back.
WIIFTBP.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Steve Stanley.
Bring your body here to me. Always sexy as can be. Watching every move you make. No more dreaming about today. From the first time I saw you, I knew you'd be mine. See, I knew that you would be mine. Now I know that I can't leave the rest behind. Now I can leave the rest behind. Yeah. 'Cause baby, you make me feel like I'm dreaming. Am I dreaming? Never thought that I would feel this. All I want is to spend my life with you. Spend my life with you. Spend my life with you. We're about to set it off. See, we don't need no clothes at all. Your private invite to this party. I'll be all night catering to your body. From the first time I saw you, I knew you'd be mine. I knew that you would be mine. Now I know that I can't leave the rest behind. See, I can leave the rest behind because, yeah.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my sometimes co-host, Todd Stroger.
Maze, are you crying?
Todd, I never cry.
Mm-hmm.
Todd,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I know you don't have your buddy DJ here. I know somewhere in the Alpha Law Handbook you all are taught sensitivity. Men, that wasn't in our book though. So no, I don't cry. I just don't.
Well, you need a book to cry.
And I don't. No, I don't. I just don't cry.
You know the president's listening. I saw her. She's up.
And
so.
she know. She know I'm stone faced. I be like,
Yeah, right. You are a warrior. You crying on the inside.
I cry tears of joy and pain on the inside. Is that why? And they swell up in my belly, which is probably why my stomach is poking out right now. No, I'm just joking. All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host.
I was joking about that. My stomach poking
Oh,
out.
I'm not joking about my stomach poking out. I was just joking about the reasoning. But this is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, sometimes Todd Stroger in the building, and DJ Ron Rilla is in the building. Hey, Ron, I don't really be looking at too much. I really am pretty self-absorbed, but I seen you I seen Ron kicking it, y'all. Ron, you was down in the South. First of all, did you got a vaccine?
Yeah. I just got vaccinated when I got back.
So at the
I literally just got vaccinated yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
we need to put you in the you in the bubble, dog.
Yeah, don't come out of that
You
room.
in the bubble, Joe.
I'm vaccinated now.
No, Dog, all these. Can I
supposed
just
to be
point
10
out this?
days.
Can I just point this out though? I just want to point this out. For all of the information, for everywhere that you go, for everything that you hear, Ron Rilla just literally demonstrated what the problem is. Like, just not the problem, but just think about they are spending hundreds of millions of dollars, and this dude just came in and said, I'm straight because I'm vaccinated. No, it's 10 days after you get the vaccine that you're then supposed to be considered vaccinated. So you got Johnson & Johnson, apparently.
Nah. I got to go back for the second one.
So then you're not fully vaccinated until you take the second one, and it don't hurt. It don't really hurt. It just, it's sore around the area. What you get, Moderna?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got Moderna too.
Me too.
Sure.
I got, so I'm just telling you. Yeah, man. So anyway, I saw you in Miami doing your thing, man. What was funny was this is what made me bring it up. Cause I feel like sometimes when you watch Ron, I forget how much of the world that you don't know exists at a young age, right? And so he posted, I literally understand what people mean when they say Miami or a city owes me nothing, right?
What?
You know how people say President Steele said when we came back from Jamaica that Jamaica owes me nothing, right? It's like we ate, we drank, we kicked it.
He had a great time.
Right. And it's like there are times when you go places and you might just sit around, you be like, but it was funny to see Ron express that. That's what made me. So what, you went to Miami.
So I've actually been, this is my fourth time in Florida.
I hate Miami. Go ahead.
This is my fourth time actually being in Florida. Twice as a teenager, twice as an adult.
Okay.
I've never been to Miami though. Every time I've been, it's always
Disney World.
like Orlando,
Okay.
like Universal Studios.
Okay.
I've never been to the party side like Miami. So I experienced a lot of stuff for the first time.
Oh Lord, did they put something in? They put something. Did you get a slip experience Somali or something?
Nah, I'm still not doing that.
Okay.
But it was my first time at a strip club. I've never been to a strip club before.
What?
Yep.
It's not all that.
Yeah, like you missed a lot, right?
Which one? Well, I mean, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, well, it was KOD's.
Okay.
Yeah,
So was
the
it?
big one.
Well, oh,
Big
King
one.
of Diamonds. All right. So,
Big one.
well, you went to that's like almost a destination. Like you go there, like it's almost like what was the other one that Luke used to have in Miami? I can't think of it, but that's like that's like going to Magic City in Atlanta. It ain't so much that you go in there to be a leering. It's like it's part of the life. I mean, it's like a club.
Yeah, see what it was about.
You're going there to be seen and to see people.
Yes, and in the South, the strip club takes on a whole different. It's like everybody goes to the strip club. It's kind of crazy.
When I go to Florida, I'm going to Tampa.
You know what?
That's where all the retirees are. I don't want to go.
I was just
I
talking
don't want
to
to go, Laurent.
I just was talking to a kid who was we can talk about that later. So, LeRon, you know what? I don't like Miami because I feel like in Miami it's clear that I'm poor.
Definitely.
Like Miami and Vegas, like I feel like you can kick it. But I feel like if there is a kick it over there that is a little higher and a little flashier, and I don't like all the sparkles and stuff, but it's like those two cities in particular, I feel like it ain't even really the plug. It's like it's just pure D money. And it's like you could be plugged, but you gotta have the money to still be in the plug space. And something about it, and it's like I ain't even like when you be like, nah, dog, it ain't even that serious. Like, hold on, wait, $1,000? No, I'm not paying $1,000 for a bottle. Now, I'm just not doing it. And these fools got 6 bottles on the table. Oh no, hell no. It's all cool. And it's like, I know it looks great on TV, and it's like, but boy, I have been on the back end of some of those events when the tab comes and you got the $15,000 tab. No fun. No fun the next day. I mean, they swipe it go. You kicked it. Everybody be like, woohoo! But yeah, no, nope. So what
Red
did you
Lobster for me, buddy.
You know what? I'm starting to appreciate Red Lobster.
Right? I was kidding. I don't think I'll ever going back to Red Lobster.
I'm gonna tell you what, Red Lobster still to me, like depending on which one you go to, you got to keep, the perimeter. Black folks will follow Red Lobster though. You
They
know
will.
that
They'll
Have you
follow
know-
anyway.
Like Red Lobster be like, we are trying to get away from you. They be like, you cannot escape us. We will be there. People drive to Oak Lawn, the most racist. Like they drive down 95th to get to, and everybody know you drive down 95th.
You
Like,
may get a ticket
You
any
be like,
moment.
yeah. Anyway,
No, if I'm going to chase the Darden group, I'm going to chase the Olive Garden.
so it's interesting. With the exception of Red Lobster, I don't feel like any of those places taste the same to me the way they used to. Like, I feel like there was a time if you took me to Olive Garden, that was like, oh my God, where did God deliver? It would be like, oh. I'd be like, now, I'd be like, all right, so,
I haven't been in a long time, so maybe it has changed.
So, yeah. Angela, you prefer Clearwater anyway because you're older like me. Like, I don't like Miami. First of all, Miami is for the young and the svelte. I am the young and the svelte. That
Yeah,
means
I'm
you
neither of
gotta be-
those.
Right, I'm not walking around with my shirt off. Sorry, it's not happening.
No.
Nope. Nope, won't be me. I'm gonna be straight up with a I'm gonna straight up have I'm gonna have on my polo, have me on some of them Bermuda shorts, and now, as my son calls them, I'm gonna rock my slides. Y'all gotta be careful. My son tried to swipe my slides the other day.
Oh, shoot. I know that already. Hans, I bought something for myself, and next thing I know, Hans is walking around like, man, what's up with that?
I was like, I had to tell him. I was like, Carrie bought them for me for an anniversary gift. You cannot, because, he was.
It's a gift.
Like, literally, I was like, you really don't want to show up with them shoes on. You might want to go ahead and leave them bad boys alone. Even though I do think that one of the cool things is that when you're, like, I think Milan skipped the part where you come home and swipe all the detergent, right? Like you wash all your clothes and then you dump all the detergent in your bag on the way out the door, so you don't have to buy any for like a week or anything.
Wow.
But I do think it's pretty cool for the kids to be able to come, like go in the crib and be like, let me get that, let me get that, let me get that, let me get that, and you be like, okay, you can have it. All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. I don't know what the heck we've been talking about, but let's do this. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Can you fly us up that run? Now look, y'all. LeRon ain't flew the plane in a minute, yo, and now we about to retool this bad boy. We on some Jeff Bezos. We trying to go to space, but right now, Ron, we're gonna have you keep us in the stratosphere. So let's go up to 60,000 feet. Let's get this thing up and away. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Maze, LeRon, and Todd Stroger. Ruthie will be back on Monday. Also, can I remind you all tomorrow, I love you. Todd, are you gonna come broadcast live with us at Solo Beauty tomorrow?
That's my plan.
Okay, so we got to get a game plan together. Hey, LeRon, you should come tomorrow. You should come on, be the board op for us. You should just come on out to Solo Beauty. It's the largest black-owned beauty supply store in Chicago. Nidra Williams is opening up tomorrow. We're going to be out there.
Oh, wait, and wear
broadcasting.
your mask because you're coming from the South.
Florida. Y'all want to broadcast from 12 to 2? Can we do 12 to 2?
I think we can.
Let's do 12 to 2. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what, though. I want everything sold out by the time we get there. Right? So I'm going to give you all the details. But y'all got to know, Solo Beauty. Do y'all know that, what are they hearing? What y'all saying y'all hear? Solo Beauty Supply, our very own Nidra Williams, is opening the largest one. Shout out to her. Shout out to Ro Davis. Shout out to Cassiopeia and the Black Mall. Shout out to WDB Marketing. Let me tell y'all. So I gotta figure out my day. I got a little crazy. I got a little running around to do. Don't forget, I'm also producing. You're hearing static? They're saying they're hearing static. So maybe we need to check the cables, check the cords or something like that. But in the meantime, Nidra Williams is opening up the world's largest not world's largest solo beauty supply, the largest black-owned beauty supply store in Chicago. And I have got to get out there sometime today because we got to put some stuff together. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to be a part. It's cracking. Maybe we got to... You hear it? All right, y'all. So you hear it on the... All right, well, look, we'll figure this stuff out in a second. We will, you know what I think you need to do? Remember that time I told you, first of all, let's reset. Turn it off, turn it back on. Turn it off, turn it back on. You hear me? All right, y'all. Well, let's do this. Let's take a second. And then we are going to give you some more information on Solo Beauty Supply, where Maze and Todd and now LOLLAPALOOZA will be broadcasting live. That means we got to break down the equipment and get it all together. I think that's usually what it starts with, and then if we need to do it, let's just do that. Look, y'all, let me run through a few of these headlines very quickly. Did you see yesterday Niles' own Merrick Garland was here to kick off he's the attorney general that was supposed to be the U.S. Supreme Court justice, right? He essentially he was in town yesterday to kick off the federal gun task force, strike force.
I'm all for it.
But I'm just telling you, know what they don't have, Todd? What they don't have, they're not starting a new team. They're just moving people from states that don't have tough gun laws to states that do have strict gun laws, and they're going to try and reinforce the laws.
Oh, well, I'm all for it too.
I want to talk about all of it though, because I think it's pretty interesting to watch how the White House seems to have a lot invested in Chicago. Right? It seems like, I mean, you think about it, we've seen Biden here. Was it twice? Has it been once or twice?
I think he's only been once in the city, but I think he's been in Illinois twice.
Okay, twice. Then you got Kamala Harris. Then you got Merrick Garland. Then you got Pete Buttigieg. All of this has been within
8 months?
Right. Do you think Illinois is a battleground state or something? What's going on? Do you think? I think that we're going to talk about that a little bit, because I think what it is the mayor. I think that it goes to that whole the mayor is down nationally but not plugged locally.
Oh, did you see the Crane article?
I saw it, but I was on vacation, so I didn't really read it. But what was it? The one about why she go national?
Well, it was like the mayor's been on CNN 40 times.
And Chicago, she still ain't been on What's in it for the Black People media once.
Interview 40 times, which is incredible.
But I think she hits their sweet spot. Black, gay, woman, major city. Keisha Lance Bottoms. Remember they were using the black women through the Trump, and I think she established herself nationally and confused that with locally, because Chicagoans don't care about nobody from the national. No. They care, like you could be the president of the United States. I'm telling you, a Chicagoan.
What high school you go to?
Right, but I'm gonna tell you, I almost feel like if you were to ask not a true Chicagoan, because I don't want to put that there, but if you were to ask a Chicagoan mayor or president, there are some people in Chicago. I probably would say I'd rather be the mayor than the president. Yeah, me.
Yeah, you can last longer, and you don't have to fly all over.
And you can fly anywhere you want. And I'm gonna just tell you though,
and you're the king of the mayors.
Yes, of all the mayors, even New York.
Yeah.
Even LA. Like you are yes.
Or the queen.
Or somewhere in between, as the world is today.
Somewhere.
I'm not saying, is that a diss? That's
I'm
not a diss.
just saying.
The world is just in between right now. All right, y'all. Let me go to the next headline that we saw. Did you see CPS says everybody got to wear a mask? I don't care if you're vaccinated or not.
I saw that.
I think that's a good idea.
Well, they said they talked to experts, and they said since so many children aren't eligible to be vaccinated yet, it makes sense.
I think the mask is just starting to make sense, period.
Me too.
I think black people are starting to accept that reality.
All of a sudden, I'm going to be Chinese for the rest of my life.
Right. The black people are like, hey, free. I want to be free to live, not free to die. White folks be like, give me the freedom to kill myself. But actually, I feel like, would I be wrong to say like they keep dropping these variants because they like, well, we didn't get enough. We didn't get the whole right target. They trying to find the target there. Like I feel like they trying to find.
I took enough biology to know this is the way things happen. And if you aren't, and if we, the human race, I told you about Secret Service, the Kingsman, and his theory that the human race was poisoning the planet and the planet was fighting back. I'm like, man, there may be something to that. So I think that the planet's fighting back, and if we don't pay enough attention, they're gonna be like 10 of us.
LeRon, you around here nodding your head like this made me think. Are we finna?
I kind of believe that theory too.
Ron is making me think of them. Remember when you had locks and it meant you was conscious, you was in tune with the earth. Ron is like, right. Mother Nature, I must be at one with the earth.
And he was in the land of the sun, or one of those lands.
I don't know. Do you think this virus was man-made?
No.
Are you I feel like, can I just tell you what I feel like we're doing? I feel like we're literally going the long way around back into the stuff that Trump was saying. Like, I do. I'm going to say that it seems like this medical stuff, all of this stuff is evolving. Do you think there's a point as these variants keep coming from somewhere else that we're going to shut the border down? That we should? Like, okay.
This is America. They'll never truly shut the border down.
Shoot.
Whatever that means. Huh. I mean, every once in a while, they'll be like, you, from that country, you can't come in. But, they love to bring people in here.
I don't know, Todd. I think...
there was literally a law that you couldn't bring... that Chinese immigrants couldn't come.
And there was literally a law that said, bring as many black people as you want because they're 3/5 of a man. So, Todd, I have a heart. Like, when everybody be bringing up all of these other things for everybody else, I be like, it's like, as Ruthie would say, we can always one-up them. We were still the slaves. Like, don't cry. You don't never got to compare nobody's nothing to what happened to black folks because nobody can match it, period, point blank. And all the other people.
Not in America.
Right. And that's really what I care about right now.
Yes.
Yep. All right, y'all. Here goes another one. Did you see we had 3 mass shootings on the same day? First of all, I don't know if I'm ensuring that I like. Let me back up. Do you all recall maybe 2 months ago when I told you that we needed to be careful about this mass shooting thing because very shortly we would be labeled like the mass shooting capital? And it's like we had 3 mass shootings on the day that the U.S. Attorney General came to town. To me, that is literal. And they said that there was an incident literally a half hour before he got to the place he was doing the press conference.
We're in trouble.
I would laugh. The funniest thing is, I'm not.
I'm going to tie in something we were talking about earlier to this.
Okay.
When I was working for a certain agency during the summer, the summer works would come, and some people worked inside. Some people worked outside.
Black people was outside. Go ahead.
So,
Like Jesse White office. Go ahead.
you know, you get a break, and some people working outside, and right across the street was a grocery store. So they go over there. It's the pay period. Somebody owes somebody some money. Somebody pulls out a gun, fires a shot.
He got paid.
At the sidewalk, and I think he got his money.
ricocheted.
No, I think he got his money.
Okay.
But of course, at the end, somewhere in the middle of the day, well, you know, like an hour later, he gets arrested and taken away. And then, like the next week, he calls and says, "I'm ready to come back." That's the problem. People don't understand the consequences of violent actions. They think it's just a normal thing. And this was 30 years ago.
So white people do violence. Did y'all see the story about the
Of course, they do violence.
Did y'all see the story yesterday about the young black man who was in the bathroom?
Hey, wait a minute. How you know this guy wasn't white in this story? I just said it was a government job, bro.
Okay. What color was it?
He was black.
Okay. Did you see the story about the white man, the drunk white man that saw the 19-year-old autistic black boy in Chicago, black young man? They were at the urinal. The white guy starts cursing at him, starts hurling racial epithets, refuses to let him out of the bathroom, starts punching him, and won't let him out of the bathroom. Eventually, the 19-year-old autistic boy punches the man and escapes the bathroom, where he follows him out of the bathroom and continues to punch him or punch at him while not striking him. And then the police or the security had to subdue him, where through the subduing, he called them all the same word.
Uh-huh.
Can I just say, how do we see? I feel like that, like security and everybody, all the black people in the store need to just walk around the back of the building. I do understand what you're saying about the consequences of your actions, but like to me, like jail's not gonna fix that.
No.
And ass whooping is gonna fix that. And it's not gonna change him from not being racist, but it is going to because I think about like what happens when it's a 19-year-old not big kid that can't get around him.
Right.
Right? Like he's like, and pardon me, he said, I don't not like black people. It's just I don't like them when they act a certain way. He was peeing.
Well, first, I don't really like being around drunk people. I don't care where they came from.
Come on, Todd.
But I doubly don't like being around drunk white people, because then they lose their minds.
Drunk white people they go through stages. We'll talk about those stages a little bit more. I know where this show is going today, but it's going to go somewhere. And we still got a whole paperwork full of stuff to talk about. So look, let's take a quick break. Ron, this is usually the time when we bring in Dante. What about my love? Are you ready for your traffic news and weather? You scared yet? You scared? You ready? Can you pull it together?
Weather's down packed, but I'm kind of confused on how traffic kind of.
Well, we'll let you do the weather. And maybe you better get you a sports update too, man. See if you can hang. Let's see. Look, we put little Ryan, toss him into the crucible. But all the while, it is the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Broken screen, crash system. Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop, located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas. and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
What about my love? Seems you have forgotten love. I do believe that something went wrong somewhere. What about my feelings? Do they mean anything at all? You got me so in love, I'm too blind to see. Now that you got my love, now you wanna put me down. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shaky ground. What about it, baby? What about the days and the nights we spent? What about the love we made so sweet? Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, baby. 'Cause girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't need to come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shaky ground. What kind of way is that to treat your man? When I gave all that I never had, you got me going through changes of life with you. Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, babe. 'Cause girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Yeah. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. You don't come around. Now that you got all my loving, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Really wish you would change your mind. Now that your hands together. Oh my, I had a conversation with her. This is how it went. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Oh, Lord have mercy. 'Cause I need you and you need me. I know it can be happy. Just wait and see. Baby, won't you change your mind? I'll do better if you change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on, shake, yeah. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Baby, won't you change your mind? Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no, I've been hoping, baby. I've been praying, baby. Yes, I have. Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no. I've been hoping, baby. Yeah. I've been praying down on my knees, praying that you change your mind. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll do better if you change your mind.
Oh no, you got to do the intro, bro. So you got to hit the Remy Ramses at the top of the hour. It's look.
Listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
What's in it for the black people? Cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't doze no more. I told y'all, yeah, this is a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Sonia and Ruthie and Todd explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we're united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressed to solve on.
What's in it for the black people? All the lies we didn't heard before. Time to pay attention. You gotta do more than listen. Need some action with on the count of three. Let's roll.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my sometimes co-host, Todd Stroger. We are waiting for Ruthie Muhammad. Did I say Ruthie Muhammad?
Ruthie Muhammad.
Did she go get converted when she was... What would y'all do if Ruthie came back and she had on like a burqa? And she had on all white and she was like, now... No, I'm just playing.
I would say, how do you wear all white? How do you keep that clean?
Man, I love all white and I don't never want to wear it because it's like, don't touch me. It's like you wear all white and you be, by the time you get downstairs to the car, you be like, I gotta change. Because it's like, let me ask a question. When you get a spot on your clothes, do you roll with it or do you just be like, I gotta go? Do you change clothes?
I change.
I change.
I don't
Like,
have that many clothes. I ain't going home.
if you had a spot on your clothes,
How big is it?
it's a spot, noticeable.
Mm.
Like if you
Stop
get a
staring at me. Mind your own business.
No, man. I feel like if I get a spot on my clothes, I got to go home and change. It's like because even if it's one of those unnoticeable spots, I'll be looking at it the whole time, and I'll be like, they're looking at it. That's pretty vain of me. All right, y'all. Tomorrow, now you all make sure you come check us out. We're gonna be broadcasting live from 12 to 2 at the grand opening of the largest black-owned beauty supply store in Chicago. That's right. Our very own Nidra Williams is opening up a solo beauty supply at 9011 South Ashland. 9011 South Ashland. It is tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can check at Solo Beauty Supply on Instagram. But you can go over there. They got coupons, so you can RSVP to attend. You get $5 off your first order. Plus, it's the Greater Auburn Gresham Development Corporation is teaming up with them for a Vax and Wax. So come celebrate the grand opening of Solo Beauty Supply and get vaccinated and get a gift. Wait.
Maze is going to get a wax. He's going to get a, what is it,
Todd,
LeRon?
Todd.
He's
Speak for the alphas. Speak for your
he's
alpha,
going to get a
brother.
Brazilian wax. I'm almost sure.
Funny thing is, I have no clue what that is. It's terrible that you do know what it is. So, again, Todd, you can come and...
Excuse me, sir. I'm a man of the world, which you obviously all know.
I'll take that. Key in that is man. There it is. All right, so y'all, look, everybody get out to Solo Beauty Supply tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all come check us out because we are going to be broadcasting live. That's right. We are going to be broadcasting live tomorrow from 12 to 2. So Maze, Todd, and LOLLAPALOOZA will be in the building showing up our love for our very own Nidra Williams. Also, hey, those of y'all that did not get an opportunity, please make sure that you, like, for those of y'all that are in the WIIFTBP, What's in it for the Black People family, reach out to Nidra Williams. She is putting the final touches on. So, you know, I think I'm going to go over there today and put some hammer to nails or whatever I got to do for a little while before I get in these streets. So I might just run over there after I get through with this. But look, y'all, we got to support Solo Beauty Supply because Solo Beauty Supply always, first of all, Nidra supports everybody and everything that everybody else does, right? So we want to get out there and we want to support her. But not only do we want to support her, like, yo, we got a place to go get our own beauty supply. So I'm going to get me some Dax. Actually, I'm going to do Sporting Waves, but I used to be a Dax dude. Did you use Dax or Sporting Waves, Todd?
Man, I didn't want no waves.
Figures.
Mm-hmm.
Ron, did you ever have waves?
With no do-rag?
Ron, you had waves?
I had the 360s.
Oh, you had 360s. I only had like the not 360. What's 360 minus 8? Because I could look.
You had 352.
Like I could get I really got the 50. I got 360. I had the 180 because I could get the back and I could get the top. I always had a problem on the sides, right? The sides would never get right in line. Now my son, Lord have mercy, Jesus. He used to. I stopped even attempting to get waves when I saw him because you know he got that hair. You wash your hair one time, put the wave. He don't even put the wave grease in and it be going. He put the wave grease in and it's just off the chain.
Nah, that's how my hair is ridiculous.
Is it?
It's ridiculous.
I
got like it's like shiny black, so it's like.
You got that.
Yeah.
You got that.
Colonized
we got
hair?
to right there. Thank you, Todd. We got to check your lineage, man. We got to check your roots, man. What you be putting in that juices and berries? That's why you be with Todd. Okay, look, hey y'all. I told LOLLAPALOOZA why I stopped. Y'all know I used to have locks, right?
Yes.
I used to have locks down to like my shoulders, but I cut them off. You know why? Because I didn't want to get the receding hairline that LeRon is gonna be at 20. He gonna be at 30. Talk about why my hairline. He gonna have a Jim Rose. Okay, so look, y'all, and I gotta say, man, how dope it is for Nidra. I want to say maybe a year ago. Was it a little bit over a year ago? I remember our dear brother Tyrone Muhammad pitching some bricks. And I don't think it was the same industry, but it is very similar to the same industry. In that these are industries that operate and profit in our neighborhoods and don't put very much or anything back. And so I'm looking forward to us having to continue this. Opening up. Well, first of all, we got to support Nidra. We got to get a black-owned nail salon. We gotta be in control of these industries.
Right.
Look, I'm tired of going into all of these corner stores and seeing all of the Arabs and Indians having the sweepstakes machines, and black folks ain't got them, but black folks be lined up.
Right.
Did I tell you I saw an article that talked about a study that said that casinos ain't the biggest money makers in gaming in the city of Chicago. I mean, in the state. It's those VGTs that are out, those little 6 and 7 shop, 6 and 7 machine places. Do you know that they do over $120 million a month?
I guess they're close.
And it's only 4 companies, no black people.
Honey, I'm going down the corner.
It's really, and it's women though, actually.
Really?
It's really women. Hey, y'all, I'm just telling you, there should be nobody black shopping at, like, if you are west of the damn Ryan, there is no excuse. Like that, whatever that place is at Jewel Grand Bazaar should be empty from now on. Because Nidra got parking, she got everything. Everything. So if you are shopping at the China store, you better call you better call Tyrone. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Hey, y'all, can I just say this, though? I really do, before I move off of this topic. The fact that this young man, 19 years old, autistic, trapped in the bathroom by a 44-year-old white man, former Marine, he got arrested. Or he got escorted. Excuse me, he didn't get arrested. He got escorted out of the store. Now, my thing is this. If anybody black saw it, and he was calling now imagine being a black security guard and you getting called ninja by a fat, overweight, 44-year-old white guy in a store where there's black people. Like, again, they get away with no consequence. Should he face a consequence?
Well, I'm shocked that no one called the police.
They did.
Well, that's assault. You can't be hitting people. And it's verbal assault, which is also a crime, too.
Unless it's black people. Big black kid.
Actually, it could be a hate crime if he was striking them and calling them certain words.
So my question is, do we need to wait? Like, I feel like it should have been his car should have been on 4 flats. Like, we should have watched him go to his car. He shouldn't have been able to drive off. And maybe he should have had to apologize to that young man. And I think if the security was already black, I just think that there's white people have no consequence. They still, even he said, I don't dislike black people. I just dislike them when they act a certain way. I'm urinating. And I guess my question is, what do you do as the parent? Right? As the parent, when your son is coming out the bathroom, do you wait on the police or do you? I'm just asking, right? Like, because, he was a former Marine, so I might have had to go to the car.
I'm surprised there wasn't, well, you said security was there, but a confrontation. I can't imagine one of my relatives being, chased by somebody and it's not going to be like, okay, you back off, you got to go now.
I feel like
Maze, it would not be the first fight I lost. No, it wouldn't. It would be the first fight I lost, but
I mean, if somebody's messing with your kid in the bathroom,
something gonna happen.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Like, I think that we as black people, upon seeing that, should descend upon the scene. Like, you should not be alone in that scenario.
No, that's true.
You should okay. So here's my
who's this guy? Chuck Norris?
Conversation. No, he's a fat, overweight, drunk former Marine. Here's my point, right? And this is what I'm going to say to the black people as we're talking about this, right? Is this what people say being on code would be? Like, if the boy is there with his mother, what is our response? Let's act like this. Let's pretend like this could happen again. You're black. You're in the bathroom. Your son comes out of the bathroom because a white guy has called him a ninja. In the bathroom. You're trying to teach your kid to be independent. Go do your thing. Handle your business, whatever. He goes to the bathroom. He comes out. Or there's a belligerent white man that has attempted to block him from coming out of the bathroom. Now, beyond the whole sexual component of it, let's just say it was all pure D race. At the point in which that happens, to me, I gotta be honest with you, he can't just leave. He can't. Security is not just enough. And in that scenario, to me, we have to converge. I don't know, and I guess I don't know how I say this, and I don't even know how we do it, but and like everybody's like the end of that story should be, and the crowd beat him senseless, and nobody could figure out who did what. You know how like they just, remember how we just saw these people shoot up the van, right? And nobody who was in the van saw nothing. Just this last mass shooting that they talking about. So I guess my question is, and I'm not, I don't want to be hypothetical. I want to be real. Like, this is clearly something that, as we know, white people are starting to be emboldened. To me, to prevent someone else from being emboldened, there needs to be a story that says that, and when it happened, there shouldn't be a happy ending to the story. Like, there should be a...
You and I have been through this before.
Okay, talk to me.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but you wanted the beaten or something to the person.
It's every time, though. I think Dylan Roof should be wearing... I mean, I just feel like...
And I'm saying, why should somebody else go to jail when I'm thinking more of, yeah, they could detain him, and if he got violent, then you got to use what you use. And then the manager should have called the police and
called the police on him.
Right, and said, this guy has
take him away. No,
yeah.
the police, see, this is where the manager should call after we get through and say, come pick him up.
And the least bit would be if no one's doing anything, you get his number, you immediately call the police saying, car with this license plate, I just saw a drunk man get in the car and drive down this street. He's swerving, he's going to kill somebody. At least
and they'd be like, are you black, sir?
No,
no,
I am Indian, thank you.
So I don't know that. So this is the challenge for me, because I'm not Tony Tough Guy. I really am not, and I feel like the challenge in that moment is,
oh, now you're not tough.
We'll all be paralyzed. Like, I feel like everybody will be paralyzed and be like, what do we do? As compared to us already being prepared to say, like, okay, we all move in the spots. Like, hey, Joe, Granny and Grandma, y'all go watch the door. The 6 grown black men that's here, let's move him to the bathroom, right? You got the door at the bathroom. You got the inside. You got the outside. We're going to bring him out, and we're going to handle him to... But this is my point.
Don't you think that... this is a guess, of course. Yeah. That because he was an autistic young man, but he was 19, that maybe people are like, man, why isn't he handling his business?
Well, he handled his business to get out. But here's my point. See, my thing is, if you see a black person under assault by a white person, right? Like, both of them are customers. Like, there shouldn't even really be a debate. Like, this is me. I was in Home Depot, and I saw a dude stealing, right? Mm-hmm. And I saw him get caught, and I heard it, and it got loud, and it was a black dude stealing. It was a a Mexican dude that was the security guy that. And before I knew what was happening, like the way he was talking to dude, like I felt like I didn't know he was stealing at first. So when I saw him talking, like I was literally walking around, putting my stuff down, walking around the alley to be like until I saw dude unloading his pockets. And I was like, he did. But I don't feel like we get to just sit by and watch them assault. Like you said, he 19 and we see I don't care how big he is. If you see a black dude getting assaulted by a white dude in the store calling him a ninja, like click, like we all need to be after. I'm saying that it's not our instinct. Our instinct is to be like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Ooh, I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, I think the police. And my point is, like, at some point in that, all of us sticking together. And
I don't think that's our instinct. I think people generally are like, hey, that's enough of that.
Okay, hey, that's enough of that. And please, officer, take me out of here because I will never, ever again, right? Like, hey, that's enough of that says I could do this quietly somewhere else, right? Or if I got to get some numbers. I'm saying that to me, and I just don't feel like we can always wait on the court system because by the time this happens, it's going to all be diffused. He's going to have been drunk. He was overserved. He didn't really mean it that way, blah, 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 blah. I got a white family member. I got black people in my family that we never talked to for the last 20 years, but they're still, right? And my thing is, court, we know we're going to be dissatisfied with the outcome at court. We are. And I don't know that young man will ever get justice. And I don't know that he will ever feel, and I don't want to say protected, but it's something to know that you ain't out here by yourself. And I think about the how emboldened you must feel to be at a public venue to stop a 19-year-old black boy from coming out of the bathroom. You
have to be pretty drunk, is what I'm thinking.
If that is my child, right? I'm in it. And my expectation is that if it was your child and coming out of bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, dog. Oh, no. And don't let us be at Menards. Oh, no. You catch it. I'm talking about, I think.
There's a lot of things.
Dog. You catching the flower pots. You catching rakes and hoes and everything else. And I'm going to be like, and somebody go get the tape.
Right.
Somebody, literally somebody go get the tape. Delete the tape, yo. It ain't happening. I don't know that these stories ending this way with him getting put in a police car where he gets to go sober up like Otis in the jail at Barney Miller, right? Because Barney Fife.
Andy
Griffith, right? Remember the drunk that they go sleep it off. Oh, he was just drunk. Meanwhile, that black kid is traumatized forever.
No, the police is supposed to.
Did you hear what he just said?
No,
the police is supposed to.
No, if somebody presses charges, they're going to have to do something, especially in a hate crime like that.
Did I mention to y'all that Jason Van Dyke comes home in 6 months?
No, you hadn't gotten down that far.
But I just want to point that out as you talking about the police, right? That Jason Van Dyke will be here in 6 months, and we talking about pressing charges. Do we still have expectations? I just feel like this. The brothers on the scene and the women, we got to have a plan. I'm just saying, I think there needs to be a universal black something. There has to.
I consider this an isolated incident. I think in most places there would have been something similar to what you're talking about.
Tanyasha Chappelle went to jail, wound up dead. I don't. Yeah, and there's cameras outside. There's gonna be cameras everywhere, right? If you're in a retail location, there's gonna be cameras everywhere. And quite frankly, I think there should be a viral video of a white guy who decided that he was. You know how I remember remember when the white guy intimidated the poor black dude in the neighborhood, and everybody showed up on his front lawn.
Yes.
Again. And he didn't come outside, because if he would have came outside, he was getting scuffed.
Yeah, and this, I think they should have restrained the guy. The police should have come.
They should have restrained him. I agree. They should have restrained him with a knee on his neck. I'm just saying, he's the we need that. That needs to go viral. And again, this is my thing. My thing is that can happen, and he gets to go home. You can curse a black person out in a car, and they will shoot you. And I'm not saying I don't want to drag it all the way down there. I'm saying that who is the real enemy? Who are the people that we are focused against? And it's like they got it cracking right now. This happened in Chicago.
Really?
Yes, this wasn't down south. This happened in Chicago. This ain't some South Carolina story. Now, I'll give you South Carolina, but in Chicago, he should have been stone cold ass whooped.
You mean Chicago proper?
Yes. See? That's my point. The best thing that could have happened to him would have been the police picking him up. If there was more than 4 black people in that store, yeah, it should have been a viral video. I just don't think, again, if they are emboldened enough to do that in the city limits, the city limits.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked.
I'm going to tell you, this is the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we'll continue this conversation, or we'll talk about some other stuff, because I know y'all probably tired of me talking about these incidents. I still want y'all to remember Tanyasha Chappelle, the 26-year-old woman arrested for shoplifting, who told her parents every time that she talked to them that she locked up in Jackson County, Indiana. Every time she called her parents, she said, these people are going to kill me. She was the only black person in the jail. June 17th, she was died in transport to the hospital from injuries. She didn't die at the hospital. She was being transported for injuries, and she was in the custody of the police. And we supposed to expect what? I understand in Indiana, but I think when we know that Tanyasha, when put in the hands of the police, will be killed, could potentially get killed, when we know that we can wind up dead, being in the same people that will allow us to be dead will protect the same people that are putting us under assault. That white boy should have got his before he got to jail. I'm just saying, a 19-year-old autistic boy coming out of the bathroom and he decides he's going to block him because he was drunk. There are no excuses. I don't care what your joint was. I don't care. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Week events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Week members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Week letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your Black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Oh, yeah. Well, since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Why don't you come on over,
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my sometimes co-host, Todd Stroger. Shout out to LOLLAPALOOZA in the building. I'm going to call him I'm going to call him Baby Jim Rose. 5 years later, we're going to be like, Ron, you got to put them to the front, man. Just push them to the front, so it don't pull your hairline back, dog. You gonna start getting one of them circle
I
hairlines.
don't think I'm gonna have that problem.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, Ryan. You gonna know when your beard, when he just go around in a circle, right? It's gonna be like Jerome. It is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Todd Stroger in the building. LOLLAPALOOZA. Who was I talking about before we left? Oh, I was just talking about.
No, just go ahead.
I was just saying, like, yo, that's like we need the him up squad, like him up, or there needs to be a universal bail fund for when white people do dumb stuff. When white people do dumb stuff to black people, and what we call it, the smack out of them fund. Smack the smack out of you, fun. You do some dumb stuff like that again. I just don't think.
Unfortunately, that's kind of catchy.
Smack the smack out of you, fun.
Yeah. I actually like it. I don't know why.
Cause you would like it. Cause it's plenty of times where if you knew you had the bail money, you would smack the smack out of some of these people who be doing this crazy stuff. All right. I don't even think I made it all the way through the headlines. Did I mention to you all one more time? Jason Van Dyke will be home in 6 months. Just think about that.
You did mention that in the end.
6 months. Also, Todd, I'd like you to talk a little bit about Bob Shaw. Was it Bob that died? Passed away?
Man. I hate to say I get them
Yes,
so
it was.
confused.
Because there's Robert and there's William Shaw.
Right.
And William Shaw passed earlier. They were twins. Shout out to I should have had Sean Howard call in and tell us about him.
Boy.
He's
Talking about Shaw stories, he would have them.
Really? So, like, you know what? I don't know if this is like the I was thinking of them, of the badass black boys of politics, and I don't want to call them black boys, but like, you know, because the badass black B. Like the Shaws to me were in the power. They understood the power dynamic and played the game. Like I look at them as like, I don't know if their story has been properly communicated through media and through, I don't know if their story has been properly communicated. And I think that they always leveraged power in my estimation. It seemed like they were always pro-black. I mean, they knew the Chicago machine and they was part of it. But I do feel like I feel like we missed kind of politicians like that. Black politicians who were not scared to pull the shenanigans and do whatever it took to get black stuff done. Am I missing that? Did I?
Well, as I know the Shaws, it's exactly like you say. They started out part of the Democratic organization, being precinct captains, and you know, and then
West Side. They were on the West Side.
Right.
Their alderman got shot down, killed, so they moved to the South Side.
Yeah, and become
alderman and senator.
Yeah, but I always forget which one's the alderman. But right, they become one becomes the
one who
alderman.
just passed. Alderman Bob Shaw
becomes the alderman, makes a misstep, supports Jane Byrne, loses
in the Harold Washington era.
Yeah, and promises that he'll never screw that up again. He's gonna go 110 black no matter what, and they literally do. I mean, they don't mess around. Everything they talk about is black. Everybody they help is black. I mean, of course they help white people, but you know, you see their purpose, and they're both charismatic, smart guys. You know, you like being around them, except they smoked. But other than that, they were great guys to be around. Very knowledgeable. They were great friends with like Emil Jones and that kind of older crowd.
And they were from They were part of the Arkansas movement.
They're from Arkansas, but I believe they're
Hope.
Hope,
they're from
Arkansas,
Hope.
Right? Yeah.
Bill Clinton land.
Yeah, Bill Clinton land, exactly. It's amazing how many people are from Arkansas.
Well, they said there was a whole So if you look at the Warmth of Other Suns, if you ever read that book about the migration patterns, here was a place for Arkansans, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Yes. So, they did great in politics. Like between the two of them, alderman, a state senator, mayor of a village,
Inspector General.
Well, yeah, but that's a little different because when your brother's the mayor,
That's a good place to be, though.
right. But no, the Board of Appeals.
Cook County Board of Tax of Appeals. You know what? And it's funny because it's interesting to pay attention to this because we look at the Shaw, like I almost feel like the Shaw story is told through the eyes of the Jackson people. Like I feel like it's really crazy because the Jacksons like built their climb on fighting on the Shaws.
I would say that is exactly right.
They
Yes.
like the Shaws to me were two old school black politicians who was playing the game, and Jesse Jackson Jr. was able to leverage his young, that angst between old and young to beat them to make them look almost like enemies of the state.
I totally agree. I always thought that Triple J, as he liked to call himself, was more aligned with the white liberals, whose the picture they would paint is that the older black guys were basically using the office to put black people into positions and get them contracts, and like there was something wrong with that, and white people were like, well, those guys can't be qualified.
Exactly. It's so funny because it's like they're actually the kind of politicians that we probably long for now. Okay. So if I was to break it down, it's like what happens when the light-skinned guys get in the door. I'm just saying. Because the light-skinned guys get in the door and the white folks be like, oh, you not like them slick. I do feel like the Shaws were part of an era of pro-blackness even within the machine, right? Like, they was like, give us our cut. Like, within the realm of this, we want our cut, and we'll do what it takes to protect it. You know who they remind me of?
Who?
They remind me of, if you were to talk to Dick Mel and to listen to how Dick Mel refers to himself in the realm of the party, like, he was like, I'm a party guy, but I ain't under Madigan, right?
Right.
Like, to me, they weren't necessarily under. They were when black folks was like, we got our thing over here. Like, y'all go do y'all stuff. Y'all don't come messing with our stuff, and we'll take care of our people in this space. Now, obviously, they had to make deals, and they had to work across the lines. But I do feel like their story is told through the eyes of the Jackson era. We look at them through the eyes, or the narrative I have of the Shaws is through, because I was younger, was through the Jacksons. Is only after really looking at it and, like being at the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus, talking to people like Paul, and like really understanding how all of these old people that I didn't like, or not necessarily didn't like, but was taught to dislike, was really being put in me through the eyes of, like, because Jesse Jackson Jr. is essentially who you would say for my generation would have been an aspirational character compared to the Shaws.
I see that.
But realistically, again, where he was able to leverage that is his ability to make white people feel comfortable in the space, whereas they made white folks feel very uncomfortable.
Right. And you're absolutely correct. I think about the Mel thing. They were the type of guys who could get in the room with Mel, and they'd be like, look, I know you need something for your area. I need something for my area. Let's both get something out of this, and then we can keep moving.
Exactly. And they would squeeze. They had their own ability to squeeze, and so I just think that as we look,
I told you about the fetching bill.
Oh yeah. So
I learned that from the Shaws.
and the Shaws, it's like, so, and I don't think people understand what fetch'em is. So if a fetch'em bill, and it's not something that was created by the Shaws, it's like, but when black people use it, it's a bad thing. When white people use it, it's political maneuvering.
Right.
Basically, when you propose a bill because you know that it's going to make the interests come talk to you, right? So you propose something like, say you say, I think all electric cars should pay a tax. Right? Should pay a $5 million tax. Well, every electric car company in the world is gonna come talk to you. You don't really want them to pay a $5 million tax, but you do want to say, hey, I see y'all making $50 million over here. Y'all got to hire some black people, or you will pay a $50 million tax. Then they say, okay, well, I'll hire some black people.
Right.
It almost is like the white folks tricked us out of our political, the white folks had us kill our own political warriors.
They make it appear as if because our elected officials are asking for things like they are stealing from their constituents.
Right. It's almost like looking back at your dad, right? I put him in the same space, not as the Shaws, but when I was coming up, it was almost like position, look at him. He only taking care of his people. Well, no, he was really taking care of a lot of black people. But when you put it through the eyes of a young person who ain't in that mix, you can point and make him the enemy. Then you look back and you see what it's like to now not have a strong man, to see where everybody that they put in place beyond these strong men became, you think about who replaced the Shaws, right? You ain't heard of you ain't heard a peep from them. You ain't heard nothing pro-black. You think about all of the people that were in the light-skinned wave that Jesse Jackson ushered in. None of them since then have ever bucked the system. Matter of fact, if you think about them, remember, they was asking permission to even ask permission to buck the system.
Yeah, they didn't have the same freedom that the Shaws had.
But they really had more freedom because Triple J was gone. So, I got elected by the people. I could be fighting. However, again, that's why the white folks get with some Negroes we can get in control with, we can make a deal with to our benefit. And remember I told you Jesse Jackson Jr. had the most sophisticated political machine ever, but guess who was pushing it? SEIU.
Oh,
right. All of that back, his 800-pound gorilla in the back was SEIU. And so he built all of the stuff, but they were the ones who gave him all of the money because he then gave them they gave him a tactical army. He gave them a candidate and they were aligned. No shade, but
that's kind of interesting because SEIU gave me hell.
You were John Stroger's son.
Yeah, well, there you go.
What part? And y'all was in the same footprint.
Right.
Right? What? Of course, because y'all was the old ninjas that was these old shuffling Negroes that's been part of this Democratic Party for all this time. But it's the same story of Gene Moore. It wasn't that the white people were just like, oh my God, put this Negro up because he's shuffling and mumbling. They were like, no, he's part of our alliance. We know it's y'all turn, so we gonna give it to the guy that we got a relationship. Every time we turn the stuff over, and you look back at it now, and Dorothy Tillman and all of them will tell you that they blew it with the Tim Evans versus Gene Sawyer. Right? Gene Sawyer everybody love Harold Washington. The most black millionaires came up with Gene Sawyer. Gene Sawyer wasn't a outspoken talk eloquent mug like again.
Right.
The deal maker who is not the most eloquent but knows how to play the game gets oftentimes pushed to the side by the eloquent, fiery speaker who can mobilize and make all the women swoon, but then be on TV. I'm going to stop. I'll let that part be.
No, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but I will. So we had a meeting, and we were looking at candidates' lawyers for the village, and one of the trustees was like, yeah, we need that guy. He's fired. We need a fiery attorney. And I'm not an elected official, but I still get to speak at times. So I was like, we don't need a fiery attorney. We need a really effective guy who wants to be in the trenches and work. We don't need a guy who wants to be on TV. Limelight.
Right, because the fiery guy that want to be on TV be the one trying to run against you next go round.
Yeah, that's right too.
Well, y'all bet you okay. So no, but I if you were to go back right now and look at the replacements, so we had an internal problem, and I'm gonna just say this. There wasn't a visible path forward for young black people, right? In the Democratic Party, which gives the appeal to all of these other peripheral, fiery people, because what after Harold Washington, and I heard it all the time, was after Harold Washington took over the Young Democrats and used the Young Democrats to empower himself, Muggs was like, we ain't having no more Young Democrats. So now if you're a young black person, like Alderman Burnett and you and all y'all had a pipeline. If Alderman Burnett wouldn't have grabbed me and said, hey, I'm going to put you on, there really was no way for you forward. And so Jesse Jackson then creates this opening for all these quote unquote independent smart people who ain't going to be up under no shuffling Negroes who know politics, who know how to get stuff done, because they'd rather be TV social stars and be on the press clippings and get the fire and actually bring nothing home. Again, I literally watched I was at this fundraiser for Cam Buckner, State Representative Cam Buckner. And I watched Jesse Jackson, the remaining Jesse Jackson people walk through. And it just was funny to me to see like how they came in as the rebels, lost their leader, and then all became minions in the army of Madigan instead of building their own. And now there's a whole new wave where, dog, you thought you was in the pipeline. You ain't even in the pipeline. You are now left behind. And in the meantime, what have you done for your people?
Yeah, your PFC, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Mace Jackson Show. Thank you to everybody from WBGX who's been tuned in to us. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we will continue our conversations. Don't forget, it's Tell Me Something Good Friday as well. Plus, Dr. Dre was ordered to pay $3 million in spousal support until his wife either dies or marries someone else.
Who cares? That ain't no money. Not for him. That's like $3 a year for me.
There you go, counting other people's money. We're going to talk about it all when we come back. It's the Mace Jackson
You going to
Show.
do it? Wait till we come back.
WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Yeah. Ooh. of a kind, it feels so nice. Girl, you do it right. I miss. Oh, girl, you don't go too fast, you take your time. Just how I miss. Hey. Oh, you kiss it, then I'm drifting off your love. Keeps me floating, girl. I miss. And ooh, it feels so good. I wanna come down. Girl, I'm missing that love. Come on. Ooh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Oh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Come on. When you're not around, girl, I'm tweaking. I swear I be hearing things. And if I cannot have you, girl, I'm feeling. Oh, that's such a talent you bring. Yeah. Oh, and it's too long. If I can hold you in my arms, if I can find a real good love. That kiss is a drug to me. Baby, your kiss is all I need. Come on. Ooh, it feels so good, baby. Oh, come on. Ooh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. I miss it already, girl. I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. I miss it already, babe. I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Oh, babe, I'm missing.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. Enough to seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my sometimes co-host, Todd Stroger, and flying the soul plane, it is DJ LOLLAPALOOZA in the building. Shout out to everybody tomorrow. Don't forget to see us 12 to 2? 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be broadcasting live from the grand opening of the largest black-owned beauty supply store in Chicago. It is the Solo Beauty Supply, located at 9011 South Ashland. Now, there's going to be live music, in-store giveaways and promotions, plus raffles and more. Now, you can also get your wax and vax going on, too. Todd is planning on getting, he got all excited earlier today. I don't even know what the heck a wax is. But
yeah. Tell us anything, Maze.
It's Todd. I'm sorry, it's nothing I've ever experienced. So, for those of you that want to hang out with Todd as he goes to get his wax and backs, y'all make that. Y'all can come check that out. You want us to Facebook Live?
I don't know what a wax and vax. What's a vax?
We're gonna get vaccine.
Oh,
so you got a vaccine, you can get waxed.
Oh, all right, okay.
Look, so Todd's gonna be doing that Facebook Live. So you make sure you tune in. It will not be on the Maze Jackson channel, but
I'm against pain. I got to tell you right now.
Ryan, you wax, you wax and vax. Ryan around here talking about he tried to get waxed too. Lord have mercy, you metrosexual men, you. Uh-oh. I feel a bug coming
me.
on. That's not you.
Oh, dang.
That's Ryan messing with
I
the
thought
phone
I was
line.
doing something good.
No. All right, y'all. Look, we're going to open up the phone lines today. You know what I forgot to do today? I didn't give us a header nor a footer. I don't know what I'm doing. So let me tell y'all what. This is the Maze Jackson Show. So in case you tuned in all day today and was like, what in the heck am I watching? There you go. It's all up there now. The phone lines are open. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. I want to talk about Dr. Dre. Yep, I want to talk about Dr. Dre and offer my opinions and start some controversy. Ladies, I would love for you to call in. I'd love to hear your perspective. Fellas, brothers, stand with me as we talk about this. So, in case you all have not heard, Dr. Dre has been in the midst of a divorce. And yesterday, a judge ruled that he must give his ex-wife $3 million a year in spousal support until she dies or until she remarries.
That won't happen.
See, right? So, but this to me is the setup for the OJ. I'm just telling you. So here's my thoughts.
That's gruesome.
First of all, if I'm Dr. Dre is officially a billionaire, right? Beats by Dre, sold to Apple Music. He became a billionaire. When he became a billionaire, he gave like $100 million to UCLA. He didn't give it to no black school. He gave it to UCLA.
USC, isn't it?
USC, UCLA.
What's
They
the
all white,
difference,
right? Rich white kids. To put his name on the school. Now he ain't got no degree, but he wanted to. But as a symbol of his ultimate billionaire status, he donated.
Is he from Oakland?
Huh?
Is he from Oakland?
No, he from Compton.
Oh.
NWA, dog? Where you been at?
Man, they say a lot of stuff. You
All right,
never know what's really true until you look.
So,
And if you've been to Oakland, you know Oakland, Compton.
Nah, if you've been to Oakland lately, you'll be like Oakland, Silicon Valley. You'd be like $10,000 a month for that.
I'm guessing that's not the black neighborhood, but okay, bro.
It ain't really that many more black neighborhoods to be in Oakland. Oakland is San Francisco South or
Is it
North.
really?
Yeah, so all the rich people that can't rich but not San Francisco rich.
They moved to Oakland.
They moved to Oakland. So anyway, Todd, I was thinking about Dr. Dre, and he has to pay his ex-wife the judge ordered $3 million a year, not in child support, but in spousal support. Now, LeRon, look up and see how long they was married. I think they've been together, after he beat up Michelle, I think they got married.
That was terrible.
I know it was. Then she married Suge Knight, so I was like, it
Dang,
wasn't
she
obviously
didn't know what she was called.
Fire and Pan Fire, maybe.
Right.
Anyway, my question: $3 million a year in spousal support. Now they don't have kids, so he is being ordered to pay $3 million for her to be able to maintain her lifestyle. Now, some people are like, well, y'all, how long were they married? You could just say it on the mic. How long? Or just show it to me. Just show it to me. Look up. He just want to talk. Look, he want to talk.
24 years.
24 years they were married.
Wow, that's a pretty long time.
In that time, man, 24 years, what am I, 50? So he was already rich when they got together because he was already in that. Now, 24 years, that means he's already made The Chronic. He's already walked away, and he's already got Eminem and 50 Cent. So he's already rich already, right? He's teamed up with Jimmy Iovine. So they're already wealthy. But spousal support till she dies, $3 million a year. They have children? Okay, even if they have children. But that's for her. That ain't for the kids. That's for her.
Right. We call that maintenance in Illinois. At least we used to.
Is it alimony?
Yeah, so maintenance would be like you are maintaining your lifestyle.
Now, I got to be honest with you. $3 million a year is nothing for Dr. Dre. Probably. But don't be counting my money. Because I know I could do a lot with $3 million a year. The question is,
I'm not going to cry for him, though.
Should he have to pay $3 million a year in spousal support? I don't think it's the number. I think it's the principle. This would be a perfect time for I saw you and him walking in the rain.
See, you're going against the total
home.
definition of maintenance. You are maintaining the lifestyle that you had with your husband or spouse.
Then get your butt in line with what your husband said. This is my point, right?
It's a partnership, isn't it? It's a marriage of partnership.
I agree. But there's a majority partner and a minority partner. $3 million. Okay.
Well, how much do you think he's going to be spending a year?
She don't, as much as he wants. He produced the album.
Yeah, but it's a partnership. Even if it's 60-40, she's getting the 40.
But did she make any beats?
She maintained the home.
Jay said you could take everything you came with. Leave the money in the coat and take everything. So my point is $3.5 million a year for her maintenance. To me, I'm going to tell you that this sets up a scenario that could end up like OJ. So let me ask you fellas, and I want to hear from y'all. So the phone lines are open. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Fellas, you divorced your wife of 24 years. Kids grown, they out the house, you can do whatever you want for them. 24 years. You divorce her, the judge orders you to pay $3.5 million a year for her to maintain her status. For maintenance, right? She ain't never, ever getting married ever again. $3 million a year. If you marry you could fall in love, but if you marry somebody, the $3 million ends. 3.5 a year ends. So as Todd said in the beginning, everybody, she ain't never getting a divorce. Ever. Never. I don't care if she met Prince Charming, unless she meets an Arab billionaire who is going to do, she ain't never getting divorced. So now, fellas, okay. And ladies, I want you to hear this from, like, let's take it all out of the she deserved it. So now, fellows, gentlemen, you hard at work, making beats, flying around the country, eating bonbons and kicking it, and you turn on Instagram, and her and the dude she ain't gonna never ever marry are hopping private jets from island to island on your money. I'm just saying. Like $3.5 million.
Money ain't that. It's not that attached to me.
That's because you ain't had to give away $3 million a year.
If I can afford to, then I wouldn't care.
Todd. So your ex-wife is on Instagram with her new man with the money that you gave her to go be kicking it all around the world and be doing all of that.
You see, for me, mates, if I'm breaking up, it's going to be amicable. I'm not fighting you over all this stuff. What do I want to fight for? I'm going to go out and do my thing. You go do your thing. So
I'm all good with that. But
care.
not with my money. You cannot. No. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Am I crazy here to say that I would give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. I think that you should make child support. I don't have a problem with that. I think child support, you take care of your children, you do what you got to do.
Right.
You pay it till they 18 or college or whatever that is. The moment that you decide you want to sever our relationship, you don't get to cut the bad and keep the good. And to me, part of making the step to walk away or to divorce is to say, I gotta leave. I don't want to be with you so bad that I may have to forego all the trappings of your success.
What if it's not me? Maybe it's you who want to sever the relationship.
Then I should be able to sever the relationship, but I should set the
and all ties.
Child support, though, not adult support.
Right.
My job is not to support. Now, again, I could see if she ain't got no job or nothing, then you gotta. But I'm saying, ain't no time to get on your feet. Like, till you die, till he dies. Come on now, till he dies. You know, there's going to be a moment. I'm just saying. So
no, I don't. No, I don't know.
Nyla, for making any, I am. I'll give her $250,000 a year contribution. The kids are straight.
Man, you trying to make her move into my neighborhood or something? Dang.
$250,000 a year, she not living in your neighborhood. $250,000 a year, she might be, $250,000.
I'm not sure if I'm hurt or not.
I mean, she ain't moving in my neighborhood for $250,000 either. I mean, I'm saying $250,000 translates up well. So if you think about that, that's like $20,000. That's like $22,000 a month. A month. No children. The child support is gone.
All right, she got a condo in the
$22,000. Right, but I'm saying $22,000 a month. You got more. You can live in Winnetka.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and it ain't Dre giving it to her. His money is being taken from him. He didn't say, "Hey, let's settle up." She went to court and was like, So all I'm asking you is, fellas.
Well, no, he does. Because he's part of the system.
I'm suggesting they don't want to call in because they know they're gonna sound crazy talking smack on the $3.5 million a year. Ooh, $3.5 million a year till he dies. Now, I'm with you, though. So I'm going to tell you, because you can't beat the court. So you're going to have to wind up paying it some kind of way. But I would be like this. Look, you got about 25 good years. 25. How about I give you like 60 million cash up front and we just call it a wrap?
Why even care?
Because when you write that check, Joe, I'm just telling you.
You're not writing it. Your attorney, Bob Goldstein's writing it. So
Okay, so I ain't never had to have, my checks don't be big as the attorney. But I'm just telling you, when you write that check, you be like, thank God I got these two beautiful kids. And I'm just saying that.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like the thing, though, is it's really because how much money he has. And I feel like it's scalable in principle.
That's exactly right.
No, but I don't know that it is any adult's responsibility to maintain another adult. Now, as long as the partnership is working and as long as everything is in accord, then I think that's good. But I think the challenge becomes when if you all decide to sever, like everything comes with consequences, right? And so, I be thinking about Tina Turner. Just give me my name. You can keep everything. Just give me my name. I do think Dre won, though. Oh, he definitely won. Because if he...
You know what a common law wife is, right?
No, what's that?
That's basically you and somebody else living together for 10 years. In essence, you do everything together. You commingle your money. You are married.
Okay, let's just be clear. They're not commingling money. Like, commingling money would be like 20 million to 20 million or 20 million to 10 million. Commingling, this reminds me of the Eddie Murphy joke when he was talking about his wife, Johnny Carson's wife was married, and she's like, I have a job too. He was making $1 million a week. I'm going to put my $99 in with your $1 million this week, and we should get half. No. Now, I do, and I'm going to say this. I'll be honest with you. I do think Dre got off cheaply, but I do think that people talk that smack, but they still want that lifestyle, right? Like, I bet you think that if she couldn't have got the spousal support, you think she getting a divorce? Like if she knew she was,
what their home life's like.
But I'm just saying, if she knew at 24 years, if she knew she had to go back and live in Compton, is she getting a divorce?
Well, what makes you think she lived in Compton in the beginning?
Okay. Right, because she didn't come for, because she was like, I'm marrying up and out. I'm out of here. It wasn't like she married him as Andre.
Well, we don't know how long they've been together, right?
Okay.
I mean, they may have been together 7 years before they got married.
So all I'm asking is, how much should he really have to pay for her support if she decides to move on? Now, I'm just going to say, though, I do say he won. So, fellas, let's be clear. For $3 million a year, that was a blessing.
I'm going to say nobody wins.
Oh, no, he won. He won. He a billionaire, dog. If they could get 50. Now, he probably broke that money up and probably doesn't have $1 billion liquid.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I mean, $3 million a year, he probably ain't going to even hit. Think about Bezos' wife got like, didn't she get like billion, like 100 billion?
Yeah.
But he ain't in that place. I don't know. So, fellas, would you agree to pay your significant other after 25 years spousal support for the rest of her life? Let's just say, how about this? So, say you had a wife that didn't work, and you made $100,000 a year, and the judge said, since she didn't work, you now have to pay her $35,000 a year annual. You going? She was with you for 24 years.
Doesn't sound bad to me. She maintained the home. And hey, I can tell you, trying to maintain a home ain't easy.
I'm gonna tell you, 35,000 out of your 100, you'll be like, I could have cleaned my whole damn house.
It's too late now.
Let's go to the live line. Is that my girl Cassandra Red on the Mace Jackson Show? What's up, Cassandra? How are you?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling.
Mace. I am so glad you guys are talking about this topic. That last comment that Mr. President said about she maintained a home. Kudos to you for recognizing what we do as wives. And definitely, you cannot, in my divorce decree, I'm divorced after 30 years of marriage.
What did you do?
What did I do?
Right.
What did I do? I gave up my youth. I gave 3 kids, and they are Rhodes Scholars.
Y'all didn't share them? Didn't y'all share that, though?
Not birthing them, that's for sure.
No. And Mr. President can tell you, you don't share that. He might have did 10%. I had to walk the kids by his pictures to show them that they got a father.
Oh, y'all wrong for that. You're wrong for that.
And the dragon. So, you have a role. The role of me being a mother and a wife is at home, right? He has a role of going out, slaying the dragon, bringing home the meat. So we have a role, and together we win. But at some point, when somebody fall off the wagon, it's time to adjust and pivot and do something different, and that's what happens. So anyway, back to what you're saying about maintenance for life. In my divorce decree, it said that I get maintenance for life, right? And these are the things that I can't do. Get married, live with anybody, and die. Or all of that is void. So I'm going to avoid at least 2 of those. Death is by God's choice, right?
Right.
So it's just fair that I get maintenance because I gave up my youth. I gave up my earning. I was a stay-at-home mom. I gave up my earnings. So it statistically shows that women fare way less in a divorce than a man, and a man bounce back way quicker than a woman. So, yes, she needs to get that and more. And also, too, I have to re-up every 5 years. So you really have to dig into what she has to do. I have to go back to court every 5 years, show where I'm at, which I don't even understand that because I don't see any white women doing that. They're balling out of control with their maintenance. But I got to drag myself back into court, show them bank statements, how I'm living, how I'm earning money, and either my maintenance will go up or it'll go down. That's ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. So I'm glad you guys are talking about this morning. We need more discussion about it. And it's not cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to love her. How about that? Just love her and you will stay together.
Cassandra, that was so nice and sentimental.
You touched May's heart.
Oh,
And we thought you were the Grinch, but I can see it getting bigger.
you hear my heartbeat. Man, look, let me ask y'all a question, though. Right? Like, so it's funny when she says that, like, what does he say? Right, like when I'm just curious, cause I be like a lot of times people. No, but here's the thing: women be like, "I gave up my youth for you. I gave up my." What would he say on the other side of the conversation? Like, would he say that, "Yo, when I came home, it was the bomb to come home"? Right? No. What would I? This is a very one-sided conversation. Usually in these conversations, the women always get the benefit of the doubt. The tie goes to the runner, to the woman in mostly every bet.
As if the guy can't say I gave away my youth too.
Man, as if a guy can't say I gave away my youth. I sacrificed my earning potential. I put away. Yeah.
Being a male, but having positions which I had a lot of flexibility. I mean, there were times you had to be places, but there was a lot of time where I'm at home and I'm with the kids, and man, that's some real work.
I'm gonna tell you. My thing is, I feel like there is oftentimes in these conversations the narrative of the woman, but I don't always think that the narrative of the man gets shared. And I think that because we are expected to earn, we're expected to have, like, I just feel like there's expectations of men regardless. Like,
There's stress, of course.
I mean, again, I think Chris Rock said it the best. If a man can provide no value, don't nobody care, but he's worthless. Like, again, if you don't, I often think that the work that a man puts in to be a provider, if he's a true provider, it's like, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do. Which I'm cool with.
Well, you're not pushing out no 7-pounders, so come on.
But I'm saying that's motherhood, and that is child support, which you don't see me pushing no way back on.
We could say that's what you're supposed to do.
Right. Until they change the rules, which they're working on right now. But I am suggesting that it's a partnership. Right. And I think oftentimes there is this premise that the man is supposed to do and accept in spite of, and it's like, nigga, suck it up.
No, I think the premise that we're looking at is, and I see this on Facebook all the time, especially when rich people divorce, it's like, oh, she's stealing from. But the premise is, you get divorced, the man takes everything and leaves. That's how it's supposed to be because he was out working.
No, I think that most of the times, every dude I know, when they got divorced, they left everything and then started over. And was just like, yo. And I mean, I know different types of dudes, though, right? Mm-hmm. Like, the type of dudes I know is going to be like, yo, I'm a sinker. Like, the men that I know don't have the option of failure, right? Like, and it goes back to that point I was telling you about earlier, right? Where some people be like, man, woe is me, I'm stuck at this, I only got one job or whatever, and I can't get out of this hole. There are other people who say, man, dang, this ain't gonna never get better if I stay right here, right? If I just keep earning this amount of money and I still got all these obligations, I'm never gonna rise. Right. And so I think, I gotta be clear. I don't have a problem with Dr. Dre paying child support, and the spousal support, I think it depends on the relationship. I think that should be optional, and I think like most real dudes.
I mean, like, I like you, so I will.
No, but I feel
if
like
that's the case, women would never get nothing.
Yeah, but I feel like, see, there's almost like an insurance policy for women in this case, right? Like, I am saying that you often have to accept your new reality if you choose to move on. This is a wealth conversation, so we're talking about it in the span of $3 million. He got it, so make him spend it, right? Mm-hmm. But everything that's all relative. So if somebody makes $100,000, people be like, yo, he got it, make him spend it. Mm-hmm. And my premise is that in the space that when you decide that you've had enough and you all break, I feel like you've got to be prepared to make your way as a grown person in the world. And it's like the rich people that fall off, like they wake up one day and they ain't got all the money, like up Schitt's Creek or whatever, right? And it's like you have to be prepared to make the reality. Now, fortunately for her, the judge saved the day. I think that when we have these conversations, it's like there's these expectations of what people should do. And I'm just saying, like, yo, you really never can count on anybody. So you have to be prepared for the consequences of your choices. That's all.
We don't know her skills either.
I think we do.
Really don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I think we do.
Well, I mean, who knows?
I think for 24 years, I think we do.
How you know she didn't get a degree and
so then she should be able to go
and start her own business and like I say, she put her 99 in with his million a year, whatever it was.
Is that the case? Then if she put her 99 million in, then she should just say, "Give me mine." If I'm an equal player, put mine in. Look, man, I'll take mine and make my. Take mine, I'll start over. Take mine, I'll start over, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
You want to be bad, go on be bad, but be like it's easy to talk smack and to walk away and to be all of that when you know you got a $3 million a year parachute. I'm just saying, don't talk smack. Better be quiet.
And why do we always think divorce has to be a battle of War of the Roses or something?
Because you got $3.5 million a year.
That's not real money for him. So how do we know he's even upset?
See, there you go, counting other people's money.
That's another thing I think is really interesting, how everybody's upset for him. We have no idea how he feels about this.
This is my conversation. I don't really care how he feels. I'm talking about and honestly, not having $3.5 million to me is a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Now to somebody who that's like, if I got to pay three, like if it's Jeff Bezos, that's 3 pennies a month. He like, yo, let me just chip you out right now.
Right. Let me get this out of my sock.
Huh?
Let me get this out of my sock.
Exactly. So all I'm suggesting is there's consequences come with divorce. And I think most of the times the consequences associated with divorce are expected to be borne by the man. Okay, her profession is an attorney, so she should. So all y'all are doing is proving my point, right? Like, yo, ma, you got a skill set. Get the cracking.
Get the cracking.
I'm saying as Dr. Dre's ex-wife, she can market that and go get us some work. The key is, do you really want the responsibility that comes with that? No, what you'd like to do is have your cake and eat it too. And all I'm saying is, don't put it on Instagram, because you saw what happened to Nicole running around, Ron Goldman walking around driving OJ's cars. Next thing you know, headless horseman. Ron, you wake up and you see your girl, your ex-girl, stunting and fronting with your money. She like, look, but not her, because it's not her. She just iced out dude. She iced out dude. She just bought him a big old icy gold ice chain, bought him a house, and got jobbed the first.
What do I care? That ain't my life no more.
It's my money.
Why are you so material? You're already rich. If you weren't rich, you couldn't afford to give her $3 million.
I ain't gonna be rich for long if you keep taking my money.
That's my point.
Wait a minute.
You obviously haven't seen MC Hammer.
If you're worth $1 billion, no, I did see MC
It's possible.
Hammer.
I'm telling you.
It's impossible. It's possible to do anything, but he's not poor. He just wasn't like fabulously wealthy.
So
like he could have been.
all I'm saying is you're counting his money. So essentially, do you feel this way only because he's wealthy?
Might be different.
No, I feel like his mindset is, dang, what I don't want to go to jail. So the court said,
yeah. See, now you are saying without any knowledge that they had a acrimonious relationship with some kind of.
You didn't see all the stories about Dr. Dre got 6 babies. I'm just like, I 6, but he had another, and the other girl like, I take half of that.
Said, what, you don't want the whole thing? She'll take half.
Half 3. I mean, that's pretty good come up though. $3 million a year to the rest of your life, and she ain't never get married though, Todd. You said that.
No,
and all I'm just saying is,
well, I don't know if she's gonna get married, but let me just say I would. Love is a strange thing, but
does she get to keep the house? Does she get to bring the dude to the house too?
How many houses do you think they actually have?
It don't make no difference. If I bought any one of them and you got that ninja in my bedroom, it's a problem.
It's not your bedroom and you don't care about that.
I'm burning the house down. Hey, I'm not burning it because I'm gonna be rich enough to knock it down. I'm knocking everything down.
You're gonna have a grease fire?
No, I'm knocking it down, and I'm knocking and I'm leaving the pile right there. No, Joe. Hey, you telling me? Okay, fellas, am I crazy? So you telling me she gets to keep one of the cribs, and she can move another dude in that house that you paid for? Why are you paying her $3 million a year?
Man, I got a panel. I can't see her no more. We're through.
I'd be like this, yo. Burn the house down. Burn the house down.
See, that's the problem. Everybody hold on. You trying to hold on. That's
Ain't
really what
nobody
you're
holding
doing.
on. Okay.
You mine.
No, I don't think it's that.
That's what
I
it sounds like.
No, I think it's like, yo, cuz, go live your life, just not on my money.
Man, it's a thin line between love and hate.
Well, I'm gonna just tell you. $3.5 million a year for you to go kick it on my... Yeah, nah, dog, I'm just not feeling it. Fellas, am I crazy? I guess... fellas, somebody please tell me I'm not crazy here. Look, open up the phone lines. Let's go to Keith. Keith, you on the Maze Jackson show. What's up, brother?
What's going on? Good morning.
What up, Keith Price? What's up, dog?
Hey, man, my weight, but I'm working on it. How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm a little upset that I ain't been invited on that boat, but it's all good, man.
I reached out to you, man. You know, you too busy. You was around palm trees and everything. The call wouldn't even go through. I tried.
Oh, dang. Well, I'm back now, so make sure we get on that. But talk to me, brother. What's going on?
We'll hook up. Oh, man, with that Dre situation, I just feel like, you know, Dre really got off good.
I agree.
As far as we speaking, the woman that called in and spoke about giving her life and all that and cleaning and stuff, the regular woman may do that, but if anybody thinks that this lady was running around multiple mansions, cleaning, cooking every day, she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? She probably didn't even have to take the children to school. Dre got chefs, Dre got maids, Dre got everything. So all she really did was whatever she did, which I don't know, so I'm not going to downplay it. But her level and their level of fun is totally different than a regular woman at home cooking every day, maybe taking care of the children every day. You know, it's a whole different level. So many women nowadays, not the older women, but it's very few younger women now that even cook. So, like, you know, it's a catch-22, but Dre really got off, man. He make over $35 million a year to pay 3.5. You know, of course, to us, that number is a huge number annually for her, but for Dre, I mean, it's a win.
Oh, I agree with you on that. I do think it's a win for Dre. But I do think that, and I think it's all principle, right? It's like when people start to count your money and scale it up and they say, oh, you got it, so you should spend it. And that is one of my biggest pet peeves because you don't know what my plan is for my money. Now, I do think that child support is one thing. And I do think that, man, she has a marketable skill set. I don't think she should get kicked off the curb, but I think if anybody gets a $15 or $20 million nest egg, right, and has a marketable skill set, somewhere in this world, you got to fly, ma. You got to fly.
Let's say she becomes
thanks, Keith.
And thank you. An entertainment lawyer or something, and she starts making $5 million a year. What'll happen is they'll go back to court. The judge will assess after 3.5 is a reasonable amount.
Y'all keep talking about how much money Dre has. Stop counting other people's money.
You count it.
Because it's scalable.
You're talking like he don't want to give it. How do you know he was I want to give you this much?
I'm talking about the principle. I'm really, Dre is just a name I'm using. It's the principle. Ron say he want to give up 3. Todd, you gonna let the women be in your house too that you bought, you paid for?
Well, you know,
they making videos.
As Keith was talking, they probably have multiple houses and stuff, and there's got to be upkeep. Well, you know what happens is that means that she becomes basically like the general manager. She's the executive, trying to make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to, what they're not stealing. She's over the workforce.
Let's go to the live lines. Anthony, you on the Maze Jackson show, man. Talk to me. Talk to me, man.
Good morning.
What's up, Anthony? How you feeling, man?
Quick part. I know we're running out of time. Keep your eye on Dr. Phil's divorce.
Who?
Okay?
Dr. Phil.
Okay.
Dr. Phil. It turns out old girl was quite the entrepreneur to the point where
some of his sponsors, the beauty products and stuff, she while they were together, she launched her own line. So she ain't sitting there broken out of money either. So that, it had become a thing with them two about him using sponsors because of her having her own corporation. Keep an eye on that one. I still want to see how that turns out.
So I'm gonna watch that one, Anthony. I'm glad to hear you. How you doing, man? You feeling all right?
I'm good, man. We're gonna have to sit down and drink us a coffee or something one day soon.
We're gonna have to do that, man. You set it up. I'll be there. We can go to Sip and Savor and chill out.
All right, we'll do.
I appreciate you, Anthony. All right, man. Thank you. Make sure you come check us out at Solo Beauty Supply too. Hey y'all, I love this conversation. You can stop it, Ryan. We got any other calls, fellas? Who we got? Ladies or men? Give me some calls. Let's go to it. Just put it up. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hey, caller. You there?
Can you hear me?
I can. What's your name?
This is Katie. How are you?
Hey, Katie. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I got in on a conversation not too long ago, but I think that I'm happy we live in a world where the women can be taken care of like that, because it's different with a man and a woman, and they live on a whole nother level. And she should be taken care of close to the style that she had before. I mean, this is the mother of his children, and she's still going to be involved in the family life. And when she passes, I'm sure whatever money she has, that money is going to go back to the family, back to the children. So, I don't have any problem with it. They live in another world. She said they spent that $2.5 million a month. So he's not going to, and then he can still do more to bring in money. He has years ahead of him, but she's not going to be able to bring in that kind of money. That's, I'm happy we live in a world where the people that cannot do it, they have means that they can be taken care of, especially when they're on that level and other levels too.
She married well. I agree. I agree, Katie. She married up and she married well.
She married well too.
Take care. If he married really well, she'd be like, "Give me my name and I'm gonna go ahead and earn my money. I don't need you."
You birthed these babies and take care of them. Yeah, but that didn't happen,
I don't know about birthing no babies. I don't know, y'all. I think, fellas, and I feel like when y'all be talking about it, it's like she owed it. Like, he's supposed to,
right.
She can't make that money.
Because she's part of the partnership. Well, she was. Now the partnership is broken up.
I would like to know, what's her maintenance of the partnership?
Right, that wasn't her role in the
partnership. Like, what's her role in the partnership? Like, if she got maid, she got housekeeper, she got clean, what is really her role? He better, I swear to God, I bet you every day he probably was like, yes. Did she have to clip his toenails? Did she give him a back rub? I mean,
bet at some point she did.
And then she started paying somebody with his money to do it.
He probably paid somebody to do it. But yeah. Or if your story's correct, somebody was doing it. He wasn't paying them.
No, he was paying
her. I'm sorry.
Hey, let's go. We got anybody else on that line? All right, y'all. That is the end of this conversation. I'm going to stop it. I just tried to get y'all going this morning. It is Friday.
No, we know you're a male chauvinist pig.
I am a male chauvinist pig, but I tell you what. No, I feel like the man got to handle his business, right? And then the woman handles her business. And if the business agreement, as long as it's the business agreement, and you meet yours, and I mean mine, we straight.
Mm-hmm. You ain't worked. Get out in the street.
No, but I'm saying
Howard Johnson's right down the street. Here's $50.
What is her role in the relationship if everything is taken care of? And I'm not saying the house cleaning and all that stuff. Let's say that's all taken care of. At that point, then, is her job to raise him up, or is her job to go have lunch and do whatever it is? I don't know, man. I'm just curious. Like, what was her contribution to, like, taking on? Because I'm sure they had a nanny. Oh, hiring a nanny. I got you. She hired the nanny. She hired
Well,
the
you
staff.
got to keep an eye on the nanny too. It's not like you're just like, hey, do what you want with my children.
Especially like the Arnold Schwarzenegger nanny. You
Yeah,
saw it
right.
that way. I was like, Arnold.
No,
you
Arnold
coulda
kept too much of an eye on that
Arnold,
one.
you could have done so much, but like hire better than. Jeez Christ.
Right, hire a nanny with a PhD, would you?
Or a pretty face.
I don't remember what she looked like.
Oh my God.
And
She
beauty-
looked like a grandma.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm not going there.
I'm just saying. I mean, he might have had a granny fetish there. Cause I'm just telling you, the lady I was like,
dead air on my mic there. I'm not going.
No, I'm just saying. Like, okay, so you got Maria Shriver in the house, and you got this lady. I'm just saying.
I just think just because he was there, just because she was there.
Or somebody wasn't handling their business, and she was. She won't. Hold on. Wait a minute. You a billionaire?
What?
Wait, you're right. You're a billionaire. She ain't gonna do what? Oh, I got you.
You know this isn't Wednesday, right?
But I am saying, like, you think about it though. Like, I'm just saying. 'Cause you gotta think, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, even at 70, he had all options available. I mean, I'm talking about exactly Mrs. Doubtfire. That is exactly what she looked like. Again, and I'm sure that when Pam Schreiber gets her $3 million a month, she gonna ask what happened, right? She gonna be like, I deserve $3 million.
Well, you know,
and then Arnold gonna say, no, the housekeeper deserves $3.5 million.
You know, in that relationship, Arnold married up. She is a Kennedy. She get money off the fund no matter what.
And that's probably her problem. Hump down, hump left, hump up, down.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, Miss Doubtfire, like,
Miss Doubtfire,
put it where you want.
Man, it always comes down to money and power, huh?
And sex.
And sex, yeah. Yeah, my roommate did tell me sex kind of makes the world go round. I didn't believe him then, but now I'm like, maybe you're right.
I'm just telling you. I bet you, if you would have asked Dr. Dre, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to put that.
I was thinking, what's this question, Dre's?
Yeah, but I was just going to leave that. Yeah, Maria, that's Maria's problem, though. She got the Kennedy bag, so she don't, right? She'd be like, what are you better go somewhere with that thing.
Yeah,
and he was like, I'm going to the pool house.
I'm going to the pool.
I just had fun. Tell me something good Friday.
Miss Doubtfire's making eggs today.
Oh, God. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Tell me something good, Todd. It's the weekend.
Oh. Solo Beauty.
There it is. Solo Beauty, 9011 South Ashland. Tomorrow from 12 to 2, we'll be broadcasting live. It is the largest Black-owned beauty supply store in the country, in the city.
I'm going to get my dippity-doo there.
That's how Arnold had his problems.
He got his dippity-doo.
Like he said to Maria, hey, I got this dippity-doo. She said, you better take that dippity-doo somewhere else and do what you gonna do. And old girl was like, I'll take it.
Now, see, now after the show, I'm going to have to look all this up and find out who all these characters are.
Don't look up her picture. Whatever you do. Like I'm going to tell you. But that I'm going to tell you. If you look at Mrs. Doubtfire and you look at Maria Shriver, it is the epitome of the beautiful woman. She could be beautiful all day long, but she's still somebody else's headache. Well, that's what the saying says.
You know, Arnold comes from the backwoods of Austria, so who knows what he's used to.
Well, maybe polar bears.
Brown
bears?
I don't think there's polar bears in Austria right off the bat.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, LOLLAPALOOZA. Tell me something good, man. What you got?
So one of my female friends is in town from DC. We supposed to be kicking it.
Is it a female friend? Like, yeah, I've been noticing this. The female friends for you all young people. Hey, is this like you be dippity doo-dying with your friend?
It means we're not in a relationship.
But you're dippity doo-dying?
That means we can if we want to.
Right. It's not against the rules.
Can she dippity doo-die with someone else while she's here?
While she's here?
If she wants to.
What if someone...
That was an interesting rule.
Is she staying with you?
Nah, she's not staying with me.
Oh, then she can write dippity doo dah with somebody else too.
If I don't know about it, I don't really care.
Before or after?
No, wait.
Either way, I'm not in a relationship with you.
But the dippity doo dah.
I think Maze is thinking more of public health.
I'm like, and what?
I strap up anyway. I'm going to use protection all the time.
Yeah, but dippity doo dah. Depends. Well, let me stop. Let that be.
Depends. He doesn't need that. He's not that old.
So Ron will be. Is his tell me something good? Is he may or may not be dippity doo dying with his quote unquote friend who may or may not be dippity doo dying with someone else, although he doesn't care. This is the millennial problem right now. Hey, you got the vaccine yet? That's all I need.
The point is he likes his friend.
Are you?
Yeah, I like my friend. That's all. It's not like we're not in a relationship. I just happen to have a crush on this particular friend, but we're just friends.
So, would you prefer not to be dippity doo dying? Would you prefer the friend to be your? You
want to keep the boundaries up?
I would prefer being the one she's dippity doo dying with.
Oh.
So are you dippity doo dah in a glass? Break in case of emergency?
What?
I might be.
See, dippity doo dah in a glass.
What's about?
Ron is the dippity doo dah in the glass. So if you come to Chicago all week and you can't find someone to dippity doo dah with, before you get on the plane,
he's always there for
dippity doo dah with Ron, so then the trip won't be wasted.
Oh, you feel like you got everything out of the trip you can get.
Right.
Okay.
Did she stay at a good hotel?
She's staying with family.
Oh, so your odds of dippity doo dah
have gone down.
They actually go up because when they go out, she gonna be at the crib. You know, they gonna be watching TV, and then he gonna be doing one of them fake massages, right?
No, it goes down because the family expects her to be at their house every night.
Nah,
I'm actually cool with the fam, so I could actually be there.
You can't spend the night though.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Wait, Ron, you can spend the night at the.
I'm pretty sure I can.
This is what's wrong with black family values right now.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yes.
I'm a good person.
Not if you dippity. Are you married?
I think it's just nice he thinks he's a good person.
You dippity die. You dippity. You got plans? You gonna give us some spousal support? You ain't no good man, dog. You don't be just.
Support?
What
happened? Woo, man! What happened, man? 2 minutes ago, you was young and single.
Right, now you young, single, and free. Now you done dippity doo dodge your way into a marriage.
Right.
And I'm
just saying I'm cool enough with the fam where
you ain't never that cool enough with the fam.
I'm guessing she's got no kids, huh?
Nope.
Oh.
Do the family got kids?
Not
Who's living in the house? Who's she staying with? Like, is she staying with cousins?
Like parents. Like her.
Wait. You look at Todd sweating.
No, she's an adult. I can understand this now.
No, hell no. I'm just letting y'all know now. Let me tell you what. My married children will not be they better be quiet than a mug. I better never hear.
Of course, she's not gonna do it in the house.
Oh, that's what you said. You could.
Say you staying over,
I
man.
can come over. I didn't say we gonna dippy doo down the house. I'm just saying if I want to stay there with her at her house, I could.
What you mean, like sleep in the
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Why? Nah, dog. You can sit on the couch. Yeah, you can come by and say hello, but you got to go. It's 9:30.
Right.
Out of here.
I'm pretty sure I could crash there.
On the couch,
man. Gunsmoke's coming in on in 30 minutes. You got to go.
Couch, not in her room though.
And on the couch with her.
Oh yeah, See, do we?
I think he's running around the tree. He ain't telling us the whole story, bro.
I know this.
Saying, I think I'm cool enough with the family where if I'm over
it's y'all right there though.
If I'm over there and it just happens to get late, I can crash. Like,
man, now I'm wondering what's going on with the parents.
Right. I'm like, you crash in a car. In an accident, you ain't crashing. I don't know where you thought you got to go.
I have my own place. I wouldn't need to crash.
Huh?
I have my own place.
Look at
later
on.
Crash. I have my own place. But I'm just saying, if I wanted to, I think I'm pretty good enough with.
I'm gonna call him and ask him. Hey, Ryan called us and told us if he wanted to spend the night at your house. Is that true? Wait, let me ask the question. Parents,
do we need to put
hold on. Parents, y'all let people stay over? Do parents actually do that? Like, let people sleep over?
I believe they do, but
You do?
When I was
I
when I
think
was
so.
a senior in high school, my girlfriend mama used to let me spend the night.
Well, no, that's just wrong. That's just wrong.
Wait, back up. Say that again.
I was a senior in high school. My girlfriend's mother used to let me spend the night.
See, now Maze is like, call the police.
And spend the night like where? In her room?
In her room.
In her room?
In her room.
Like in
I'm thinking of getting you arrested right now.
her room. So your girl mom was contributing to the delinquency of 2 minors.
If you want to put it that way, yeah.
That's how the police would put it if I was anywhere. Right?
That's right.
After,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what, I would have had a
Is
phone
this
call.
video on the internet or something? This
Wow.
sounds crazy.
Oh,
But you came out all right, so I'm not gonna.
all right. He's dippity doo dah in the people's house. We're visiting people.
Right now, he's a serial dippity doo dah.
Right, like unabashed.
Yeah, right. He's proud of it. Yeah, I'm sleeping over their house, and
That's you know what that is? That's white people stuff.
I could.
Back in the day, that's what we would call white people stuff.
That's true.
Like I don't know nobody, nowhere, no how.
No
in
how.
that was black that you was spending the night over. You might even get to stay till 2.
Well,
right?
She did have one of those households that, really wasn't that much parental. It was one of those.
You picked
I
one
kind
of
of guessed
those.
that one.
It was one of those. It's like everybody was in and out of there.
Everybody was in and out of there. That's probably you make sure you everybody.
I don't know. I don't know why you wanted to
She had
stay.
brothers and sisters who also had they people sleeping over too.
This sound like a Biggie song. This sound like she used to giggle when your ass wiggle, right?
Yeah, it was always.
So y'all was in the room
it was
together?
Always that house on the block, in the neighborhood where anybody could.
Strawberry was the neighborhood.
But not my girl wasn't.
That's what you think.
Nah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you. That's what she told you.
Like she had a lot of relatives, so it was like a big house. So everybody had somebody in and out. It wasn't like she was just had the only privilege. Like her sisters had guys over, her brothers had girls over. It wasn't just like a me thing.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. It wasn't just a you thing.
I mean, we're not together now. So.
Clearly, because they had one of them kind of houses. Did she break your heart down the line? Like, did it somewhere in the mix? You was like something just ain't right. Yeah,
Nah, it was me first.
that's because you already knew though. You had an inkling, no? You did, didn't you? No.
I mean, because me messing with a girl like that, obviously, I was messing with a lot of females like that. So I was a dog at the time.
Your expectations weren't high with a family the door was wide open.
Right, of course. Of course not.
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah, this has been another Friday episode. Did I tell y'all something good? I'm gonna tell y'all something good. Dr. Sonia Escobar. Dr. Sonia Escobar. Sonia Escobar. Let me just let you say it. It just rolls off your tongue. Not like Ron's tongue.
It's rolled around a lot of places.
Ron's tongue, they be rolling. Dr. Sonia Escobar. Shout out to DJ Reese the Ruler, who will be stepping up. Shout out to DJ Ron Rilla, who is getting ready to assume some more responsibility. And shout out to everybody who has been with us. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be at Solo Beauty Supply tomorrow. So, Lisa, literally the door was wide open. That's why. See, you have to be careful about them houses though, because then be airborne stuff jumping around.
Shoot, forget those. That's the 2-legged people I'm afraid of.
What's the 2-legged people?
Humans.
Oh wow.
When the doors open too much, shoot, who knows who coming in and out?
Todd. This is from the guy who told us the shower story last week.
I won that battle, thank you.
No, Todd. Hands raised for everybody who thinks Todd won the battle last week. Todd,
hey man, if I lost that
if
battle,
it was comedy,
if I lost that battle, I would not be this happy, and I probably wouldn't be.
No, you might. Oh my God. Okay. Let's do this. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. I don't know. There's nothing on this paper that we did. There's nothing.
We did go through the headlines. We really did.
I spent the rest of the look. We did this part right here. We didn't do the social media question of the day because I wanted to know how important is Lollapalooza to Chicago. We were supposed to talk about CPS mask mandate. Then we were going to talk about the strike force that was deployed. Then we were going to talk about Dr. Dre, but then we did talk about Dr. Dre.
We talked about Dr.
And
Dre.
that's how we got here. And we barely did tell me something good, but it is Friday. So I just want to tell y'all, it's been a great time watching and hanging out with you. You have been watching the Maze Jackson Show. Plus, a little Lisa, by the time this story is over, by the time the Todd story is over, I think we're going to have a different outcome. It's like he leaks a little bit every week, and it's like a little bit more come out. But for Maze and Sonia and Ruthie and Todd, for DJ Laucn, who filled in admirably, who does not have to work for the bigs because they just canceled, so you can you can go home, right? Because I know you was thinking, dang, I got 2 hours. That mean we could go a whole nother hour. Nah, Todd, that mean you got to go see the mayor.
I got to go see the man.
See the man sitting next to the man. Meanwhile, you know what? I think that's it. So for Maze and Sonia and Ruthie and Todd, we could talk about the strike force next week because they still gonna be here. Rest in peace, empowered Commissioner Shaw, Mayor Shaw, Alderman Shaw. We sure did lose Biz Marquis this week.
Oh, yeah. Boy, everybody loved him.
Mario said he putting his son on punishment for this show just because. Like, right. Hey man, y'all, look. Yeah. And Lay Ryan think he a nice, like all the fathers are like, nigga, you are not a nice guy. Yeah, right. Like he like, I'm a nice guy. Yeah. Look, I'm like, fudge out of here. Like, look, I would tell you, I thought, Lay Ryan is the Negro climbing out your window. You got to watch Laucn.
I'm the one that can come through the front door.
No, he said
when the parents meet me, they always like me.
Yeah, he said he can stay.
I don't like Nam Ninja. You here for my family? I don't like you because I already know, Nick. I was the preacher's kid. They was always like, and as soon as you
just automatically assume they just trying to get over on your kid.
They're not.
Yeah, wait.
Like, well, let me ask, not get over. I'm saying, like, maybe your kid's a willing participant because everybody got raging hormones. But, like, yo, my job is to swat them bad boys down.
Amen and hallelujah.
Like, no, I think that you could be the nicest person in the world, but you still want to hit. Yes. And so, like, the nicest guy sitting on the couch that knows how to play, if y'all watch the movie and everybody get romantic, that's the same Negro that's trying to reach around, trying to figure out, nah, dog. Who you think you out of here, Joe? You thought like except for Mazon to top. Him and Claire will just hold hands.
The salt of the earth.
Just hold hands. Audrey, stop it. Audrey said they trying to stab, period. This show, Fridays, y'all be out the chain on Fridays. All right, y'all, we got to get up out of here, though. We going to wrap this thing. But y'all meet us tomorrow at Solo Beauty Supply, 9011 South Ashland. Maze and Todd will be broadcasting. We're going to try and see if we can get Ruthie to come in and say what's up to y'all. DJ Ron Rilla will be on the 1s and 2s. And that is it. Yeah. You don't get to tell no stories, Madam President. Your history started with our date. That's it. You don't get no more comments. You can just stop typing right now. I'm just telling you. And Tennille, you better not. All I better see from Tennille is thumbs, likes, and hearts. I better not see no comments. And y'all know I read all the comments. So y'all better make sure y'all get back there and delete them. Because if it's anything in there that's going to have me have an attitude all weekend, I will. I'm just telling you, I will. So y'all better go. And y'all got about 20 minutes because I got to drop Laucn off. And then y'all better go clean up y'all comment. I'm just playing. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I do enjoy this overtime on Fridays because it does allow us the opportunity to say just a little bit more, have a little bit more fun. I enjoy being off script sometimes and not always having to be mad or upset or whatever. And it's great to see us. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Maze and Sonia, Ruthie, Todd, Laucn, And we'll be back. And every single day asking, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. May said, I'm telling y'all, I'm going back to look at them comments, so y'all better clean them up, because I will have an attitude all weekend. Y'all be like, what is wrong with him? No, I'm just playing. Really, I'm not. All right, we out of here. And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. May said, we out of here. Peace.
WIIFTBP.